Okay, what's going on, everybody? That 1 minute order block that was like the 1883, above 1883 key level, and it broke below, right? But, anyways, how's it going, everybody? How's it going, YouTube chat, the refugees chat, private chat? Are we ready for another exciting day on the stream? Using some fundamental and technical concepts to do analysis across main pairs we look at, such as gold, GBP JPY, GBP USD, Euro USD, and US 30. We will start by looking at some of the market sentiment and investor behavior, some key fundamental points, any economic data reports we may have that to keep a lookout on and that we can potentially use in our favor if we do have it, and how we can use this potential shift in the market sentiment to map out some trade ideas alongside other technical and fundamental concepts from starting on the intraday timeframes, going all the way to execute on the 1 minute timeframes and observe price action. It is 1:30, around 1:30 a.m. Eastern. We still have 30 minutes until Frankfurt Open, German market open, which is pre-London hours, and another hour and a half till actual London Open itself. So during this time of about 30 to 45 minutes, we just like to thoroughly go through these 4 or 5 pairs, look at, understand what we were seeing as per market structure as well, market structure, price action, buyers versus seller strength, and then map out some trade ideas that we can execute on for potential scalp trades and potentially intraday trades to extend throughout the session and possibly New York session if the volumes and volatility allow us to do so. But primarily on these sessions, we like to use the information that I teach and I show to you guys, the private chat, to at least execute on some scalps to secure some profit, and then have some less stress as we are looking for other trades or we are looking to extend runners. Okay. So let's just it's 1:37 a.m. right now. Let's just give about 3 to 5 minutes for people to come in into the YouTube chat and private chat here as well. And buys on 1:30. Yeah, we had a nice move down on GJ, but let's just let people get in here, get cozy, and then we can start breaking down those various concepts. Okay, so let's just give 2 to 3 minutes here. I'm also just gonna go and grab my water bottle, make sure I'm cozy myself and my bladder doesn't blow up. I'm gonna go to the washroom now as well. So for anybody who's coming into the chat and they're asking why is this silent for like 3 minutes, whoever's in here right now, just calmly let them know that we will be doing analysis across these pairs and looking for scalp and trade ideas. But I just hate repeating myself hundreds of times, even though I end up doing that a lot during these YouTube streams. So I just rather get everybody in here who's going to be watching from now till the end of the webinar, where usually we run these streams from about this time till almost Asian session close, which is 5 a.m. Eastern, but we'll watch from like 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. Eastern, you know? So just give me 2 to 3 minutes myself. Let's just let people get situated, and then we will start doing some analysis across these pairs, breaking down what's going on in the markets, looking at some key fundamental points, understanding how some of the vaccine talks are starting to fade out, and we'll use that information to our advantage here. Okay. So just give 2 to 3 minutes here. Okay, let's get into it now. Most people should be in here. I think we got at least 200 people in here to start. Most people usually come when the action starts, like actual London session. But the real soldiers, the real traders in the trenches, they're here with me right at 1:30 when we start planning right away, right? And of course, the capital hungry aristocrats. How would you compare Forex Factory to watching Bloomberg TV? I don't use either or social media wizard, so I can't give you a personal opinion on that. I personally never watched Bloomberg TV live. Okay, before we jump into it, let's just start off here with some of the stream reminders for people who always have a lot of generic questions. This is not financial advice, even though it is a hint. No, I'm just joking. But you can ask questions about technicals, fundamentals, and overall markets of what on the pairs we are looking at. Don't ask for direct signals. I already basically give most of you guys direct signals. Let's be real here, right? Any questions about the Capital Hungry private service, don't waste time asking during these free YouTubes. Just go to capitalhungry.com or message me on Telegram after the streams, okay? So for your news, analysis, and stream reminders, your free resources, of course, make sure you take the time to follow the Capital Hungry Twitter page, which posts headlines throughout the day, even when the stream is not going on. Sorry, it is not as consistent or as many headlines as the news terminal you see to the left, but it is still a great resource for free here. So make sure you follow that. The Capital Hungry YouTube channel you guys are on right now, of course, is a great resource and tool. You have tons of free educational webinars on different technical, fundamental, psychological concepts here. And if you guys in your free time go watch these webinars, which again, it's free to do, it doesn't hurt you. If you're trying to increase your knowledge and outlook on the markets, and especially be more well versed when we are on these streams, because yes, I try to give people information and value on these streams and teach as well from my experience. I can only teach from the mistakes I have made. And is there no sound? Was I just talking that whole time? There's no sound. Private chat, there's sound, right? YouTube chat, you guys hear me, right? Or is it just one person? There's sound. All right. I hate that, man. I hate when I'm talking for like 5 minutes and someone randomly says there's no sound. All right, thank you. So, anyways, if you're trying to increase your knowledge, right? Increase your knowledge, increase your outlook, and become more well versed when you're coming onto these Zoom sessions, make sure you watch these streams. For those of you who are new, this is not, even though we can all be friends, this is not a friendship circle. This is like a trading pit, a trading floor. Sometimes I may use vulgar language. Sometimes we may roast each other. Sometimes the private chat is roasting me, the older members that we're all comfortable with. You know what I mean? Sometimes they are roasting me. Don't take any roast or vulgar language to heart. Don't let it hurt your feelings. We're here to make money and trade very corrupt ass financial markets. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Anything that is said, don't take it too personally. We're just trying to provide value here, potential trade ideas, keep each other company. It's like a trading floor, a virtual trading pit. And last but not least, the Capital Hungry free Telegram analysis chat. I just want to show all of the. Don't worry, Shara. We'll get into it. We have a lot of time. We're here for 4 hours. All right. Don't worry about it, Jonathan. We'll be getting into it. So yeah, AMG saying here, be a cold-hearted motherfucker. But yeah, make sure you follow these free resources. It's just beneficial for you. It doesn't hurt. And if you're trying to learn more, these videos will teach you a lot. Going through the Capital Hungry Analysis Telegram will teach you a lot as well. Okay? Those are just some of the stream reminders. Now, before we start doing analysis, don't worry. It's only around 1:50 a.m. Eastern still. We haven't even jumped into pre-London yet. Make sure you are emotionally as neutral as possible. Make sure you're not coming to trade now after having a big fight with your girlfriend or after crying about something sad. Make sure you reset yourself mentally so you can make as logical, your decision making process can be as logical as possible, not emotional. All right. So keep an eye on that. Your mental reminders. Okay, now let's get into it. Some of the key fundamental points that I want to discuss that we have noticed already through New York session is a lot of that vaccine optimism is starting to fade out. Yes, there's tons of vaccine talks that tests are showing it's 90% effective, 95% effective. But for example, with like Pfizer, yes, they're going through these tests showing the vaccines are effective, but it's still a whole nother game infrastructure wise to actually distribute the vaccines. Okay. So keep that in mind. A lot of the vaccine optimism is starting to fade out. On the Euro and UK side, EU country leaders are demanding that the EU Commission starts to already publish potential no deal Brexit plans, right? So this shows us, of course, that these European country leaders do not see a high probability for a deal to be formed. They want the EU Commission to already start planning a potential no deal Brexit, right? The UK specifically is starting to see an increase in COVID hospital admissions, and cases are spiking around the world. And even though Pfizer has had this very promising vaccine, they haven't even submitted an application to even distribute or test it in the European region yet. And I think they're just going through the application process in North America now. So it was a lot of initial optimism, but it's something that is starting to fade out, and we can notice that when we're looking at and observing investor behavior. All right. So one key way to observe investor behavior and keep it as simple as possible is you either have the markets very optimistic, fairly neutral, or in fear mode. It's either optimism or greed, fear, or the markets are just fairly neutral or flat. Okay. So when the markets are in fear mode and uncertainty is starting to rise, and there's a lot of potential factors that can impact um, uh, investor trading, this is when we start to notice our safe haven currency start to increase in value. The safe havens increase. Okay, so the U.S. dollar, the Japanese yen, the Swiss franc. But what I like to look at is the U.S. dollar standalone, the Japanese yen standalone, and the volatility index, where the volatility index was literally created by investors for that purpose. It's a fear and greed indicator of the US stock market, and it pretty much shows the inverse of the US equities market. It shows when there's a mass sell off in the stock market, the volatility index turns bullish, and it's an indication that market fear is rising. So yes, we have noticed that the US dollar has been extremely bearish, right? The Japanese yen has been extremely bearish on the higher time frames, as well as the volatility index is very bearish, but in the recent intraday time frames, the US dollar has failed to break below its previous 2 month lows. The Japanese yen is still respecting intraday bullish market structure and showing this upside move now from that point, as well as you can see the US dollar here, and the volatility index is getting a spike from its lows as we're seeing exhaustion on global equities, and we're seeing that market fear in North American markets is starting to pick up a bit, and we're retesting these previous highs. So for us as traders, what our job is and what we want to do when we are observing this information is, okay, if this market fear continues through London session and through possibly New York tomorrow, and those vaccine talks are faded out, maybe there's some potential negative Brexit headlines overnight. Maybe there's further negative headlines regarding COVID cases and the spread of COVID in Europe or in UK overnight, which of course you guys have your real-time streaming headlines to the left here. If that's the case, on the intraday time frames, we're going to notice the US dollar turn bullish and break above this minor bearish market structure and continue up to 92.7. There's higher probability the Japanese yen will go to revisit these previous spiked highs, and the volatility index will break above these previous highs at 24. So when we're observing that hand in hand with also observing how global stock markets are looking, this can show us in real time short term fear or optimism that we can play across these pairs. right? Like for example, on gold, GJ, GU, Euro USD, and US30. Now, an example of how to use that on gold is what most people primarily trade when we trade is gold digital spot, right? It's not You're not actually buying physical gold every time you enter your lot trade on gold spot. Most people know that, and this one we trade is against the US dollar. It's XAU USD. It's not. I know you could trade XAU AUD, XAU Euro, for example, but we primarily trade XAU USD. So because the US dollar is the secondary in this quote, whenever the US dollar has strength, you could see a higher probability that gold will see a sell-off move. Or for example, Euro USD or GBP USD will see a sell-off move, especially if the primary is weak. Okay. So just like I'm showing you here, the same time on the intraday time frames, when we zoom in here on the US dollar and the Japanese yen, right? The same time that the dollar got bought up from these 2-month lows and had this upside move is the same time that gold did this pullback to retest this broken bullish market structure and then continue down through New York session and through Asian session. Okay? So what this shows us is when we're observing both hand in hand on the intraday time frames as well as other factors that show us investor behavior, it gives us more confidence on what potential direction the move will be in. So I know that, for example, if gold starts to create a lower time frame support as we've had this impulsive sell-off move, or even if it dips down to our previous lows and historical price point at 1855 and creates a support, and if I notice that dollar is fading out its strength, and if I notice that dollar is fading out its strength and respecting this intraday bearish structure, and this was just a cap bounce from the lows, as well as equities are showing more bulls, and if we line that up with the lower time frame price action, that could show me more potential for gold to have that upside move as the dollar starts to fade out and drop and come back to revisit these lows. Okay, and that's just an example of looking like at the dollar with currency pairs that have the US dollar as a secondary or primary. We used to look at USD CAD quite a bit as well, but not as much now. So now that you guys understand that and you understand how to observe market sentiment, just for a quick tutorial there, you can clearly see that over New York session, the Japanese yen, the US dollar, picked up strength, the volatility index was picking up strength, and equities, global stock markets are starting to exhaust and either enter a consolidation phase or which is showing us buyers are closing out of positions. Okay? So when we see that equities are exhausting, some of the coronavirus vaccine headlines are fading out, our safe haven currencies are inflating, we can potentially play this fear. That is why a lot of the private chat members yesterday, they took advantage of the sells at the break of the lows in the retest, alongside understanding that buildup of fear and uncertainty around Brexit as well, with that headline I was telling you guys. So currently we're just going to start off with gold first. We are on the 1 hour time frame right now. We don't have to go look at just because we're doing more intraday trades, it's not like it's towards the end of the month right now. There is not that much economic data through the night. At 3 a.m. Eastern, we have European Central Bank President Christine Lagarde speaking, which will impact euro pairs and possibly impact market sentiment in euro equities. And then after that, we don't have any more economic data overnight. We just have the data during New York session, which is the U.S. initial jobless claims, the U.S. Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index, and then the U.S. existing home sales, 2 at 8:30 a.m. Eastern and 1 at 10 a.m. Eastern. We just got to worry about Christine Lagarde if we're planning any trades on Euro USD, which we will look at anyways. So with gold here, you can see that from this sell-off move, which was primarily caused by mass vaccine optimism when those initial Pfizer headlines were released, we entered this corrective phase on gold where we almost had a 50% correction of the impulsive sell-off move. So this was about $100 an ounce drop. We had about a $50 an ounce corrective phase just to generate more order flow in the market. The market does move in waves. It has its impulse moves, then corrective phases, where the corrective phases are either consolidations or pullbacks, right? And this is reflective on every time frame. Obviously, the higher the time frame, the longer the length of the corrective phase, right? And the shorter the time frame, the opposite. But you can see we are starting to break out of this corrective phase, but the breakout was not very impulsive, and we still have yet to break these previous intraday lows at around 1855 historical price point. Okay, now the lower time frame market structure currently is very bearish, and the US dollar does show us potential to fade out some of its strength. Right? We can see overall from the broad, sorry, I didn't mean to move that, from the intraday bearish market structure as well as this lower time frame minor bearish market structure, we are primarily bearish on gold. I would not be looking for any buys unless we had a break out of this minor structure and price sensitivity area, or if we come down to 1855 on the dot, where we've seen on the lower time frame very solid rejections at this point in price point area before multiple times now by sellers, and buyers jump in correspondingly. If we come down to 1855, fail to break and create a lower time frame support, as well as notice that the US dollar fades off its strength overnight, so if the U.S. dollar remains bearish, rejects this bearish structure and continues down and fades out that upside move, then there's higher potential for gold if it dips down to 1855 or just creates a flat candle body support to have that corrective move and continue up in the ranges and respect these lows. Okay, but as of right now, with the current lower time frame bearish market structure, I would not be looking for buys. When we zoom in a bit, we can start to see that a flat candle body support is being formed, but you don't want to get faked out by that, because as long as it's in this lower time frame bearish market structure, it is just a quick correction and consolidation before the next move down, right? Like, you don't want to start to say everything is just a support being formed when it's not, when it's in bearish market structure. Because it might not look like much on the lower time frames when we're looking at the 1 minute, but these drop moves are like 30 to 50 pips, right? Like from this, like a lot of people, and a lot of issue with the lower time frame for people is when they start seeing a support or resistance being formed, they instantly execute a trade without also looking at the structure and also having more confirms by looking at like market sentiment, for example, and understanding the fundamentals at play, for example. Because if the US dollar just continues its strength and market fear is picking up, and those safe haven currencies start to inflate, like the Japanese yen, the US dollar, the Swiss franc, then there's higher probability gold is just going to continue to respect this structure, even if it pulls up to like 1864 here, and then have another sell-off move to like 1855, where even if you took the break of this low, even that's like 40 pips down to 1855. Okay, so for gold, really for me, safer buys, really safer buys would only be above around 1867. And if we do get those safe confirms for buys, I would see us going back to retest the key level 1876, where that's a 100 pip play. Okay, so I just want to highlight that first of what we, because I saw a lot of people saying gold buys, gold buys. I'm not saying that gold can't be a buy from here, but I'm not here to be a fortune teller or pray that gold is going to bounce here, or trade based on hope or what I think is going to happen. This, I'm just telling you guys, because of the current structure, we would first need sellers exhaustion and a flat candle body support validated, right? Once you have that flat candle body support and order block being created, That's still not, that would still be higher risk buys. You still have to validate buyers momentum, which buyers momentum would be validated by noticing the US dollar weaken itself individually and continue down, as well as gold break out of this minor bearish market structure, correct this impulsive downside move, retest above and start creating lower time frame bullish market structure. Then I could say, okay, I can start to identify that sellers exhausted. I can start to identify a break out of this minor bear structure that has been respected for a period at least 14 to 15 hours now. This minor lower time frame structure has been respected. So if we get a breakout of that, that is showing us more intraday buyers momentum. And then I can start to extend the buys up because you have those confirms. You have that shift in structure, that shift in buyers and sellers strength. Does that make sense to everybody? So I'm just going to type that up. Otherwise, our main bias, because what time is it right now? It's pre London hours right now. Okay, so hourly is closing quite bearish. This hourly candle doesn't have quite a significant top wick yet, and we've already created a lower wick. I do see potential for us to possibly get a deeper pullback on that lower time frame structure when we're looking at it here, right? But what we need to watch is for similar price action. So our main bias now, as long as the dollar picks up strength, so we're gonna watch the dollar accordingly. This is the dollar on the 30-minute. You can see that it's starting to create a flat candle body support. It needs to break above these candle body highs to break out of bearish market structure and see an upside move. As long as market fear continues to hold as it did so far through New York session and Asian session. Okay, so if the dollar continues strength and we have that pullback to about 1866, these previous 1 minute lows, and we get similar price action, like we start to notice exhaustion, a mix of bullish and bearish candles, and then a break of the lows, we're just going to continue to play these sells down or take the sell scalp at the break of these 1 minute lows, which even that from 1859 to 1855 key level in previous intraday lows I was looking at is 40 pips, right? Okay. Just keep in mind that if we do come down to 1855.5, which is a historical price point on gold, and of course where sellers failed to break when we were looking at those previous intraday lows on the 1 hour chart, this could be high risk, high reward buys here if we do create a lower time frame support, as we've seen multiple bounces at this price point before. And when we zoom out on the hourly, the multiple bounces from this price point before were a lot more impulsive. You could see from this initial sell off point, you had very strong sellers candles and impulsive seller order flow in the market, and it still failed to break. You could see here we had at least 200 to 300 pip drop in only a couple of hours, and even with that strong sellers pressure, very strong bearish candle. We failed to break that price point again. Now the downside move to this price point has been a lot slower and a lot more corrective. Okay, so there's higher probability we might actually get those confirms of the shift in structure and then take those buys up to like 1876.5 area, as gold has been in this range from about 1855 and 1892 for an extended period of weeks now. Okay. One sec here. Sorry, I just saw on my computer quick. Okay. Just give me 1 second here. I just gotta fix something on my computer quick. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay. So that's gold. Mainly gold as of now. We are, of course, with the lower time frame structure, with the fact that the US dollar is holding some strength as well. We're primarily in a sell bias unless we get these confirms for safer buys. Okay. Now let's look at GJ. So GJ, we can see that GJ has pushed all the way down and broken out of this wedge pattern and consolidation and still continued to respect this intraday bearish market structure as vaccine optimism has started to fade out and there's a lot of pressure on Brexit and everybody is expecting a no deal Brexit and it's been a shit show for the past 5 years. What you want to understand is this impulsive sell move has respected our higher time frame key level, a historical price point at 137.200, and which was also previous intraday highs peaked by buyers before we had this breakout move. Okay, so on the lower time frame, GJ is showing us some more short-term bulls right now, but this pullback could easily just extend to 137.8, retest the previous lows and create that daily upper wick, then continue back down to 136.5. When we're looking at the intraday here, just the intraday before we start looking at potential scalps, to really see buys on GJ long term, we would either need to get that initial rejection at 137.8 psychological price level, previous lows where you can see we were respecting this price point for an extended period of time, and the retest of bearish market structure. We would have to have that sell off, come revisit the 137.2 lows, create a double bottom, then break above 137.5 to start seeing more buyers momentum, right? Or tonight, if there's any Brexit optimism or there's more optimism overall in the markets that fades out some of that short-term fear, if we break above 137.8, then we can see us continuing up in the ranges. But overall, now on GJ, I am more in a bearish bias. This was more just a pullback over late Asian session and early Frankfurt open right now, pre-London. So even if we do extend this pullback like another 15 pips to 0.800, I would be looking for potential sells at that point. But I just want to better look at the lower time frame. I just want to better look at the lower time frame structure as well right now. But with how we're seeing, with how we are seeing global equities are starting to show some exhaustion, especially UK equities as well, and it's still only pre-London hours. We got some headlines here. UK Defense Minister Wallace says it's fundamentally the US is not 100% pulling out of Afghanistan. Nothing too big there. But anyways, as long as we see that market fear holds and we get a retest of 0.800 and failure to break, then of course we can start to look for sells at that point with confirms of exhaustion on the lower time frame. Obviously there was a beautiful reaction here at 137.2. We are starting to create some very lower time frame bullish market structure. Now, when we're looking here on the lower time frame, let's just say we don't right away extend our way to 137.8. just as scalpers, if we do a pullback here in the next 30 minutes or 15 minutes and come down to 137.5, we could potentially scalp if we could fail to break this minor bullish market structure. We could potentially scalp that play up 30 pips to 137.8 and then see if we get confirms for ourselves there, or potential breakout to extend the buys or take further buys. Okay. So primarily GJ is in a buy bias, but we cannot ignore the rejection in respect at 137.2 historical price point, as well as this lower time frame bullish market structure. And as scalpers, if we do get that pullback to this price sensitivity area, which also lines up with 137.5 in this very minor bullish market structure, that would be a nice 30 pip scalp play to go up to retest 137.8. If that doesn't happen right now and we don't get that potential scalp opportunity, right? I am just looking to watch our reactions, like I was just telling you, at 137.8 to start to see if we get signs of exhaustion to take those cells back down. Then, of course, if we take those cells at 137.8, we do have to watch the reaction at this minor bullish structure. If we break below the structure, we can extend our cells and possibly take more cells there. The safer buys would the safer long-term buys would only be above 137.8 and this bearish market structure. Okay. You can also see at the psychological price levels, 0.200, 0.00, 0.500, the reaction by buyers and sellers, like the lower time frame support formed here, the rejection and lower time frame support formed here. Something we always are looking at through these sessions. Oh, Macedonian. Okay. So primarily GJ watching for shit. There we go. Didn't mean to put you guys out there. But right now we're also watching that, like what we're saying, if we just continue to respect this lower time frame bullish structure, we get that pullback to 137.5 again on like the new 30-minute, for example, during Frankfurt Open. We can also take those scalp buys up to 137.8 and potentially watch. We have to watch this area though, because if we have continued market optimism or any signs of optimism, and we continue to respect the lower time frame bullish structure and break and create an order block and break to the upside on 137.8, we will extend that. We will go up to 138 flat, of course, and have to watch reactions there. Amjad removed. Yeah, bro. We go through this. We go through the same. You know what I mean? It's only don't worry. It's only 2:20 a.m. Eastern. It's still 40 minutes till London Open. Okay. Like we can't speed through doing analysis on these pairs. We have to take our time, do our analysis, understand what we're looking for here. Only safe gold buys if we have these confirms. Otherwise, our main bias is sells. Also, if we break below these candle body lows, it's a 40-point play. We're looking intraday. Oh, the dollar might start fading out some strength here, but it's playing in this order block so far. equities are still showing some exhaustion here, but again, just in consolidation phases where as long as the consolidation doesn't break bullish structure on equities, there's still that higher time frame optimism. But yeah, so we understand what we're looking for on gold, what we would need for safer buys on gold or higher risk buys at 1855. Otherwise, we're primarily in that sell bias, but we want to watch for price action confirms and signs of exhaustion if we do get a retest around 1866 here. GJ, we can see lower time frame is still holding some bullish market structure, this minor bullish market structure here that we identified. We broke above this order block to the left, which was around 137.5, and created a lower time frame support here. So if we get that pullback to 137.5 and fail to break, we could continue to extend this bullish structure just to play that pullback phase up to 137.8. But if we break below 137.5 here and retest and remain below it, then of course that was the pullback. We didn't get as deep of a pullback as we wanted to 137.8. So we're going to have to watch the price action confirms here and actually see if we get a flat candle body support formed and a breakout to the upside of that. All right. GBP USD. So as the US dollar started to pick up strength and we had that Brexit. How come? What's this guy? Fuck Google? That's a sick name. This guy. What do you think of the Fed chair's announcement of the U.S. digital dollar? They're getting rid of paper money, man. They want to track us more. They want to make sure they control everything. How come capitalists still think the markets will save us from all the world's problems? I don't think they think it'll save us from the world's problems, but I think human greed will. The markets will never disappear due to human greed. So we're just here trying to make our money out of it. But I don't think capitalists think the markets are going to save anybody. I think capitalists 100% know the markets are extremely corrupt and how corrupt and fucked up the world is. But yeah, as per the digital dollar, that is just so the central banks can have even further control, track everything, create a cashless society. But yeah, okay, so GBP USD here. We can see that at 1.33100 at our historical price point, GU did start to peak at these highs and start to show signs of rejection. The same time, the U.S. dollar was showing strength, failing to break its 2-month lows. Okay. Now we are seeing a flat candle body support being formed around 1.324 area, which was previous intraday highs. And we can potentially see that if the US dollar remains weak and we get a retest of this point, that a potential pullback play to 1.327 level. Okay. So when we're looking at the lower time frame on GU, it's very similar to GJ, where we just want to play that potential pullback, and we are starting to notice a breakout of minor bearish market structure, as well as a flat candle body support being formed right at these exact price points. And we had this minor consolidation phase of highs and lows that we are not breaking above yet. Okay, so higher risk, higher reward buys on GU is if we come back down and fail to break these lows again, these would be higher risk, higher reward buys. Or if we just get a minor pullback and then come above these 1-minute highs, these would be safer buy scalps up to 1.327. I am looking for potential sells, very similar to what we're looking for on GJ, at a retest of this intraday bullish market structure and around 1.327, or below these lows at 1.3225. All right. Okay, so does that make sense for GU? GU is just in that corrective phase right now where it's generating liquidity. We have to confirm if this is going to be right now. It is more seller side liquidity, and this could have been the pullback, very similar to like GJ as we're monitoring the pullback. If we wanted to see this pullback extend, we would need to break above these 1 minute high areas and create a flat candle body support, as well as start to develop some lower time frame bullish market structure, and then we could at least take that as scalpers up 20 to 25 pips to retest that bullish market structure I was showing you guys on the 1 hour, to retest that, then potentially see better sells there. Okay. Otherwise, if we fail to break these 1 minute, if we fail to break these 1 minute highs and then finally have a break below these 1 minute lows around 1.3225 and have US dollar strength overnight continue and that market fear continue, as well as any negativity in headlines that can possibly be related to UK COVID or Brexit headlines, which we have to keep an eye on, then we're looking for the safer sells below these lows and running to the next range of a easily 20 to 25 to 40 pip play to 1.31850. Okay. Primarily on GJ and GU, I'm in a sell bias on the intraday and higher time frame with the Brexit negativity, the US dollar short term, and Japanese yen strength. But we can see some potential pullbacks and correction on the lower time frame, whereas scalpers with the session volume, we can play those pullbacks, which can be anywhere from 10, 20, 30 pips, right? So that's the trade ideas on GU. Gold, we can see, is still giving us our potential pullback here where we might retest 1866 in previous lows, then watch for a potential order block to be formed, signs of rejection, and then execute on the downside break. If we get those confirmed, these would only be the safe buy options on gold. Otherwise, if you don't want to execute on the pullback and we continue down, and we break these 1 minute lows, you can also execute on that scalp down to 1855. But we're just keeping an eye on that. GJ is giving us our pullback to 137.5 137.500 psychological price level. You can see that this is a very strong rejection. So the following 30, we want to be very careful, which that is in, that's right now. That's right now. So this 30-minute candle just opened up. We want to see if it respects this lower time frame structure for a potential scalp up, or if this was the rejection and we don't have any wick fill and we just come below 0.500, we're again going to take those. We're going to take those cells down right back down to 137.2. Okay. So now let's keep an eye on GJ to see if we can create a lower time frame flat candle body support, and if we continue to respect this, lower time frame bullish structure, or if we break below 137.5, we run that range down. As our overall bias on GJ is sells, we just wanted the potential pullback first to better sell entry areas, which for us the best optimal sell points looked at around 137.8. Okay, so keep an eye on that. We did just get our minor pullback there. You have some real-time streaming headlines to the left. If we break below 0.500, we will dip lower, but let's watch price action now. We got the pullback we wanted, and let's see what develops here. GBP USD. Let's keep an eye on this. That fuck Google guy, yeah, he's fucking hilarious. He's hilarious. Okay, Euro USD, we're gonna quickly run through it, and then we'll look at US 30, and then we're just gonna start breaking down the price action, looking for the actual scalp trades. Okay. Screen resolution is blurry. Is the screen blurry for you guys? So let me know. Might be stream. Stream blurry for you guys, YouTube? Should be mint. Fucking 4K monitor out here. Man's watching through a Game Boy Color. All right, so Euro USD, obviously, as there's been Brexit negativity, as there's been Brexit negativity impacting both Euro and GBP short term. And Christine Lagarde had negative comments through New York session, right? Very similar idea to GU, where we have the US dollar as a secondary in the pair, and we can notice a double top at these intraday highs, which shows us buyers exhausting in the market, and also a break out of this intraday bullish market structure you could see was being respected for at least a week and a half. Now we are in lower time frame bearish market structure, and we did create a support at 1.8400, but this upside move is very corrective compared to some of these impulsive sellers candles. You can see it wasn't like the strongest bearish candles where you had a meltdown, but a very solid sell-off move of about almost 30 pips, and only about a minor 15 pip correction, about a 50% correction. Okay, so as long as we have US dollar strength and respect this lower time frame bearish market structure, I am looking for potential sell points soon. Let's just look at where this, because this was looking like the corrective phase from the 1.8400 bounce here, and this is what I'm looking at here. Okay, so you can see that this lower time frame bearish market structure, from some of these peaked pullback points, lows get created. And now from this low, we are having another corrective phase up to around a retest of structure here and this previous price sensitivity area on the 1 minute. Okay. Of course, some lower time frame corrective bullish market structure is being respected. So the trade ideas here are pretty simple and following that same type of concept on the lower time frames, as well as confirms of when we're looking at the US dollar. Now, this is reaction. This is not rejection yet. This is not a support yet. Okay, this is reaction between buyers and sellers in an order block being created on the lower time frame, where you are not getting a break out of these 1 minute highs or these 1 minute lows. Okay, what can confirm that this is rejection would be if we have a break to the downside of this order block and a break and retest of this minor bullish structure. All right. Otherwise, if we continue to respect this lower time frame bullish structure and come above these 1 minute highs, where you can see EU buyers rejected multiple times in the lower time frame here, we are going to take that buy squeeze scalp up, and as possibly the US dollar would still remain weak and we continue to respect this lower time frame bullish structure. So let's look at that option. So let's label out the options here on EU. Obviously, the intraday is looking a bit more bearish, as we had that US dollar strength through New York session. We had some of that uncertainty regarding Brexit and that headline from the EU. Like, if you guys look at these key fundamental points, EU leaders, the country leaders, demanded that the European Union Commission publishes no deal Brexit plans, like already starts publishing those no deal Brexit plans. So, which is negativity for potentially GBP and Euro. So obviously we are more in a bearish bias, but when we're looking at the lower time frame structure right now, safer buy scalps to at least watch at these previous price sensitivity areas. Okay, so this is a safer EU buy scalps. Break out of the bearish minor structure, break 1 minute highs mark, dollar bearish, respect the lower time frame minor structure. We need all these confirms. Failures to break this minor structure, remaining above this bearish structure, coming above these 1 minute highs and previous drop point here, breaking above to the upside of this order block. Okay, Then we can start to take buy scalps, watch the first 7 to 8 pips at this reaction area, and watch as we do head up. Otherwise, we are primarily in a sell bias. We are just going to monitor the lower side of this order block. Safer sells break and retest or below 1.8400. Okay. Right now, we don't want to play a guessing game in this 5 pip range. We are having a reaction at this price point of buyers and sellers. We're generating order flow in the market. We want to wait for the confirms. So that will keep an eye on that. We're also going to keep an eye on the dollar as we're watching it. So we're creating this order block here. GJ was just making that 30-minute top wick like we were talking about there. So now if we break below 0.500, which we are reacting to pretty much on the dot here, 0.500 exactly is like right here. 0.5, yeah, 0.500 is right here. Now, if we fail to break 0.500, we would need a lower time frame support formed and then a break above this candle body high to take buys to the upside. Otherwise, if that was the pullback and we break below 0.500 in this minor structure, we're just gonna play that sell play down. So now we're just gonna watch price action accordingly. That right now it does look like that 30 just created that minor top wick and we can potentially break below, but we're just like 1 pip below the price point. We're reacting there on the dot right now, and we would need a break out of this minor structure as well. Okay. So let's just say right now, just because we still have 20 minutes till London open, London itself could do a pullback too, right? To possibly even retest these 1 minute highs and retest 137.8. If we start to create a flat candle body support at 0.500 and break above these candle body highs, I would potentially look to take that scalp up and watch reaction at 0.7 and then possibly 0.800. But if we just break below this structure, then for London Open do a pullback to 0.500 and fail to break above, we're just gonna play that. We're just going to confirm that the corrective phase has completed, and we're going to continue to and we're going to go down to revisit those intraday lows at 137.2. What we wanted was just better risk versus reward and sells at 137.800, which we almost got close to. We were just 10 pips away from there. But of course, if you guys rewind it, our main bias is GJ sells. Just as scalpers, if this lower time frame structure continued to stay respected and we did have that corrective phase continue to run as scalpers, that's still an easy 20 to 30 pips to retest 137.8. But let's just see what happens here, potentially breaking lower. Same thing with GU. See how even with this pullback, it rejected exactly at those 1 minute highs. So if we come below these 1 minute lows and the US dollar holds that strength, where you can see the US dollar on the 30-minute is creating a consolidation and order block between candle body highs and lows. So if this turns bullish and breaks to the upside, that'll give us more confirms for gold sells, GU sells, and EU sells that we want to take advantage of too. EU, keep an eye here for the potential squeeze. And now we're going to break down US 30. Those are the trade ideas for EU. We all already aligned our intraday bias, looked at some of the intraday charts and what we see as per structure. We have some intraday trade ideas in mind as well as scalp trade ideas, and we just identified some areas of interest of the lower time frame and market structure there to play with as well. Gold doing that corrective pullback we expected from 1862 up to 1865, 1866 area here. We can see this minor bullish structure developing where we need a break where we need a break. We need rejections at this point, then a break below the structure to see an impulsive sell-off down. This is the only way I would take safe gold buys. Otherwise, with the intraday chart, with the intraday time frames, when we looked at like the 4 hour and 1 hour, with the lower time frame market structure and price action, and with the dollar strength potentially, we can't. I am more in a seller's bias, so let's just keep that in mind of what we would need for the safe buys and safe sells. We have about a 5 pip break below reacting at this bullish structure. GU as well. No safe buys yet. We are primarily in a sell bias. We're just waiting for a break out of this range to catch the next impulsive move. EU failing to break the same 1 minute highs as of now. Okay, US 30. So US 30 on the lower time frames is starting to develop some bullish market structure and a support at around 29,400 as we're getting a flat candle body support formed here more on the lower time frames. But you can see the multiple rejections at psychological price level 30K and as some of those coronavirus fears are starting to get faded out. But when we look at Dow Jones, a lot of the when we look at Dow Jones, a lot of the dips get bought up pretty quick by investors. Okay, so you just want to keep that in mind that the US stock market has been primarily bullish for years, even when it has those crashes, those economic cycle crashes, which just is a tool used to transfer wealth. It's those crashes get recovered and go to record highs within a very short period of time. Okay, saw the same thing from the 08 crash. We saw the same thing during the COVID crash. We're already back to 30K, even though coronavirus is still going crazy in the world, and we have all this negativity and people who lost their jobs, etc., etc. Right? So, with that being said, we are respecting some lower time frame bullish market structure right now, and had a break out of this minor bearish structure, as well as these 1 minute highs, and just on the 1 minute starting to develop some minor bullish structure here as well. This is more on the intraday. We'll just clean it up there. This was just more minor bearish market structure from that seller's impulsive move. So with that being said, I do see Dow Jones in a corrective phase where if we fail to break this minor structure and these previous 1 minute highs, we're going to have that deeper pullback to 29,600 and then possibly better sells from this point. Or safer sells would only really be below these lows, right? GJ not looking like retest is gonna happen. It's only like 6 pips below the level, and we still have like 15 minutes till London Open. You guys are spazzes. Yeah, we just playing the trades. We still have 14 minutes till London Open. So don't worry about it. Otherwise, if we continue to respect the structure, I can see and create a flat candle body support. I can see that 100-point squeeze up to 29,600. I would really only be looking for sells below like 29,400 area. We zoom in here, we can see we're starting to create this minor flat candle body support at these previous 1 minute highs exactly. Where we had this breakout move, we are starting to create some minor bullish structure. So I just want to keep an eye on that. And that could be a nice scalp up to 29,600. Only safer sells really below 29,400. You can potentially take sells below if we get a break out of this structure from 29,480 down to 29,400, but we'll look at price action when it develops. It's just volume times, right? Okay, so new 15-minute candle just sitting around 137.45 area, 5 pips below 0.500. Let's see if we can get a pullback to retest structure, or just because we're still just playing around this retest point. We're still good. Like we're following the yellow brick road, you know? Yeah. We also have London Open though in 13 minutes, so let's stay very adaptive right now. So don't forget some of your key fundamental points that through New York session and Asian session, vaccine optimism started to fade out. Yeah, Christine Lagarde as well, speaking at 3 a.m. Eastern, which can impact euro pairs and overall market optimism. We'll watch that on the left side. Okay. The EU leaders, country leaders, have demanded that the EU Commission publishes a no deal Brexit plans. The UK seeing an increase in COVID hospital admissions, and Pfizer still has yet to submit an application for distribution of their vaccine in European regions. So it was just more a lot of talk and a pump and dump scheme. It seemed like those vaccine talks. For GJ, our primary bias was cells. We were just looking at this corrective structure and trying to see if we could, as scalpers, respect the structure to take those scalps up to 137.8, then look for better cells from this point. Or if we don't get that, we're looking for cells below 137.5. So keep that in mind. EU is starting to break this minor structure and break the order block to the downside, reacting at this minor order block here, but we just keep in mind Christine Lagarde speaking in 11 minutes. But that was a nice little impulsive entry. Hopefully we get a retest and remain below this structure as well. US 30 just playing around on this minor bullish structure. I would like better sells at 29,600 and potentially to play the scalps up to that point if we continue to respect this lower time frame structure and create a flat candle body support here, like it looks like we might be doing. And gold gave us that pullback. Looks like we might get an impulsive break and retest. London Open might give us that deeper pullback, then continue down. Compared to the seller's impulsive plays, this is fairly corrective, and we are more intraday bearish. Your economic events, of course, we have European Central Bank President Christine Lagarde speaking in 10 minutes. Then we have the rest of the economic data is only through New York session, of course, okay? London session open in 10 minutes. We just got the reminder. Remember, stay smart, okay? Follow your trading plan, follow your risk management plan, focus on your long-term vision, keep emotions out and avoid crashing your account. Try to stay as emotionally neutral as possible. Wait for the confirms. The one thing about the 1 minute chart is yes, we use the 1 minute chart for execution, right? But a lot of people can get hypnotized by the 1 minute chart and think they are missing trades every 10 pip move. Remember that you already have pre-planned your trades and stick to that bias and stick to those confirms when you're like waiting for a trade, and have patience. Understand we're watching the charts now. We've already been talking for like an hour and a half just planning the trades, just looking at market structure, the intradays, and now we have about 3 to 4 hours to execute as well, right? So have patience. London Open in 9 minutes. I'm just gonna go to the washroom now before London Open, and then we will see what potential trade ideas develop. GU looks like it might give us our safer sells below the lows. EU, did anybody? I don't know if anybody took the EU scalp to the downside break. It's only up 5 pips. Safer sells if we come below 18400. US 30, keep an eye on it as it's reacting at these same low points and might break lower. I think it's Jumar. I think it's more like what's it called? Attentive or tentative, sorry, where she could speak anywhere from that time frame. Okay. Okay, so we didn't get the cleanest retest so far, but what we're looking for now, of course, at London Open is that pullback to 0.500 and sells down, okay? Gold, we're also looking for at London Open in 8 minutes, that pullback to retest this structure, failure to break and continue back down. I don't know if anybody took the impulsive sell entries on GJ at 0.500. GU is just reacting. Just wait for GU now because it's gonna. I can see a high probability of doing a pullback at London Open, and on GU London Open, if we get a pullback to these highs again and fail to break, higher risk sell entries or the sell entries below. So GU now, you can see it's reacting exactly at the one. That's the beautiful thing as well about when you're watching the 1 minute time frame, is that you can see the price point reactions by buyers and sellers exactly, and this is exact reaction. So you don't want to rush trades in that sense. And we're gonna get a pullback anyways for London Open, right? So don't worry about it. Private chat, they already caught some trades. You guys took EU, GJ. Don't worry, we still got a lot of time. It's only Frankfurt Open pre-London hours. The private chat aristocrats. Look, GJ is already doing back to 0.400. Now for London Open, it'll come back to 0.5. We'll watch the reactions. The only thing about GU here is dollar is still in this range and hasn't broken out of it yet, right? And GU, that is a hard rejection at the exact same price points. Like we can't deny that. We're still in the same bias, but we can't deny that. We still have to keep our other options in mind and stay as objective as possible. Usually for scalps, we're looking for anywhere from 10, 20, 30 pips and then leaving runners risk free and seeing what other trades we can seeing if we can extend the trade or scale in entries, right? EU as well. It's going to give us that pullback. It looks like it was reacting at these previous 1 minute lows. You can see the exact reactions. Headlines to the left. We haven't had any crazy significant headlines here. Just Russia coronavirus cases past 2 million. I'm not trading today. I'm trading tomorrow with the private chat just because these YouTube streams can be hard to take trades and trade manage. But I traded yesterday, made 1,500 USD, and then traded the day before that, made 1,500 USD the day before as well on EU and DJ. Yesterday was GJ and yesterday was just primarily GJ and EU. Sorry, GJ and gold yesterday. So, but during this live stream, it's hard to trade manage and everything at the same time as we're watching all these pairs. So, I'm just gonna finish my last trading day tomorrow. Already up like you know what I mean? 3.5k USD for the week. So, I used to work like a month for that. Can't complain. Can't complain. With still a lot of opportunities to come. Okay, so hourly closing quite bearish with that rejection at this previous support level. If we can get that pullback to 0.5, this is also about to be a fairly mixed candle close right now in the next like 4 minutes here. So let's just carefully, the first like 5-10 minutes of London, just let it do its thing, let it do its liquidity grab if it does, okay? Yeah, that's all in the Capital Hungry analysis chat. You guys can see like the trades I took this week so far, the trades, the trades that were taken last week. Shit, I zoomed past it. Wow, you are. Capital Hungry analysis free channel. Don't forget Capital Hungry YouTube, Capital Hungry Twitter. And now let's just wait for London Open and see what comes to light for us. US 30 also looks like if it breaks and retests this minor structure and stays below this order block, we might get that sell squeeze down to 29,400. Yeah, I'm going right now actually. Make sure, yo, Mac, my chat mods, make sure everybody sends a stream a like while I'm gone. If you guys enjoy this content, if you guys want me to do these streams more often, give more trade ideas and everything like that, make sure you guys like the stream, you subscribe. It's free to do, it doesn't hurt you, it takes 1 second, and I will be more active and interactive and maybe nicer as well, you know? But yeah, I'll be back in 1 second now. Be right back, sign up. Christine Lagarde, ECB president, can speak anywhere from 3 a.m. to the morning. We just have to keep an eye on that. I'm back. Okay, Christine Lagarde speaking. Sorry, I had to go to the washroom. Yeah, morning dump. I'll read the chat in a second. I just want to see what she was saying. Surge in coronavirus cases are adding to uncertainty. Oh, that was a nice retest. That was a nice retest, eh? Did anybody catch this retest on EU? Keep yourself risk-free if you caught it. Our bitch is bringing some uncertainty right now too. So she said that ECB Christine Lagarde says the surge in coronavirus cases are adding to an already heightened level of uncertainty. If we break these candle body lows here, we're going down to the key level. So see how we're reacting right here on the dot. Just keep an eye on that. If we break below that, we're going to the key level. Then we can see how we can extend the trade to these previous intraday lows. That was a beautiful retest there, eh? Holy. Easy 8 pips. Just watch it accordingly. GJ, we were like 4 pips from a 0.500 retest. I don't know if anybody took this. Gold, fuck, gold as well. Gold. So gold right now on the 1 minute, we had a wick reaction here before, as well as a rejection here before as well. So if you have entries, just keep yourself risk free or moderate your risk. All right. If gold breaks these minor 1 minute lows, the trade can be extended. It's only about 8 minutes into London Open so far. But gold from the retest point is already down 30 to 40 points. 30 to 40 pips, sorry. If you just took it at this retest of the minor structure, that's 30 pips as well. David, you caught GU, GJ, and gold. JC, you caught gold. Thanks, Dev. My name's not even Dev, man. Guys, EU, you heard the ding ding. Yo, W's in the chat. Do I ever fail y'all? W's in the chat. EU, beautiful risk sells. GJ's playing around, but still 10 to 15 pips. Let's just see how it develops. GU is finally breaking below these lows. So see how at London it just still did this minor little pullback. If GU remains below these candle body lows, I'm looking for a retest at this area too. Dixie is breaking out of the structure potentially, so we can use that to our advantage. You can see EU reacted right at the historical higher time frame key level. So nice to secure 10 pips and then leave runners risk free. Remember, we're scalping and we expected at least reaction to key level. All right. Okay. So at least you got 10 pips. We a very strong pullback at the key level as well. So let's just watch it accordingly. Gold is still moving around too. Gold is a nice 20 to 30 pips. GJ hopefully should still continue down in my opinion. Remember, the only reason I'm saying to primarily secure at least 5 to 10 pips on EU was because Christine Lagarde is still speaking. But don't forget to leave your runners. Oh, I'm not muted. You guys can't hear me? All right. Nice. US 30 is also breaking and retesting below that point. So we could remember we were talking about these potential sells down 70 points. Is the euro headlines on Forex Factory? No, it's just on here. ECB Lagarde says we expect the headline inflation is likely to stay in negative territory. That's not good. ECB Lagarde says reserving favorable conditions for as long as needed. That's just a mixed headline. This is just a mixed headline. This was one of the negative ones. ECB's Lagarde says the rise in COVID cases is weighing on the service sector heavily. ECB Lagarde says overall the euro area economy is expected to be severely affected by the fallout from rapid increase in infections. EU, the entries were here. Now we're just gonna watch because we're watching the reactions. We expected at least reaction to a key level, and like these key levels are like godlike. They're cheat codes, right? So that's why I said if we hit the key level, at least secure some positions there, then watch accordingly. Because you can see like the key levels have crazy reactions. Okay. So worst case, your runners get taken out risk free, or if it just does a minor pullback, then continues back down, you're good. To extend the trade, you need to break below. We got some vaccine headlines. Oxford COVID vaccine says the vaccine is extremely well tolerated by those over 55. Oxford vaccine says we are delighted with the results today. Yo, this might, hopefully this doesn't bring some. Yo, bro, you're on Forex Factory? What do you mean? What? Forex Factory sourcing me? Nah. Where? What? The fuck, yo? Yo. We made it. Everybody, we made it. Round of applause. I didn't get no check. Damn, 6 minutes ago, we're red hot. We're red hot news. Y'all here live. You guys are getting it before Forex Factory got it. Yo, watch the vaccine news, eh? Just keep an eye on that. Because the vaccine news might bring some short-term optimism, but as long as this market structure and price action holds, we should continue down. Yo, we made it big. We made it big. But you know what's even better is that you guys saw the headlines on this live stream before Forex Factory even saw it. That's okay. I feel like I'm on the news. GJ's down 20 pips. So these guys use us. That means Capital Hungry got it before, because most people use this site, but we get it right away, before these guys. But anyways, GJ continuing down to 0.200. Anybody still hold their GJ sells? EU is like just did that pullback, should hopefully break these lows and continue down. If it starts to create a double bottom at 1.8400, just close, Bruh, gold. There you go, baby. There you go, baby. Let's go. Gold is a beauty. Gold's 60 pips. Gold followed the yellow magic lines literally on the dot. If you guys watch from the start of the Capital Hungry, if you guys were here from the start. Who watched me draw the magic lines at the start of the webinar? More vaccine headlines though. These guys are trying to ruin our vibe here. Close out. I would close out GJ. I would secure most of GJ and leave runners risk free. Same with EU. At least at 10, give yourself 10 pips because these headlines to the left here. Oxford says the has what says that has changed in the last month as disease increases. Oh, never mind. We're not there yet on seeing the results. Yeah, we got some vaccine headlines to the left of your screen here, so just keep an eye on everything. Anybody? No way. Anybody take US 30? Yo, what's going on tonight? Anybody take these US 30 sells here? That's 50 points. Anybody take those? Come on. Wait a second. This is only 50. This was a W stream. Oh man. Yeah, I gotta send this. I gotta send that to the gang. Wow, what a W stream. We're featured on Forex Factory. GJ does have room for downside. It's just being fairly slow right now, and this was a very strong snapback candle. And we're getting a lot of mixed headlines around vaccine, so just leave your runners risk free. But if you guys took GJ from 0.500 break or the retest, you got easily 20 pips. Oh, GU. Look at all these trades. GU 15 pips. Gold was 60 pips. God damn. Yo, we gotta verify the stream with the chat. All right, chat, private chat, YouTube chat. We're gonna do this. Verify. This seemed like a really fast night for some reason. All right, GJ, can we say at least 15 to 20 pip when GJ sells? Adapt. We wanted deeper pullbacks to 0.800 for sells. We didn't get the price action confirmed for that. We got the impulsive break at 0.500 and then the retest at London Open, right? So 15 to 20 pip sells. GJ called live. Gold, we drew the magic yellow line, and that's easily minimum 50 pip sells. Come on. Gold sells was textbook. We marked out what we would need for safe buys, but our main bias, like we described at the start of the webinar, if you guys are paying attention, was looking for a retest of the structure, these previous 1 minute lows, sells from this point, or sells at a break and retest of this minor bullish structure. And we just scaled it up from there. Gold, 60 pip sells. Leave runners risk free. See what happens from here. EU still. Wait a second. EU still going. EU will say 15. EU will say 12 pip sells. GU 15 pip sells. US 30, 50 point sells right down to the 29,400. Like I was telling you guys, that if we break below this structure, retest, and fail to break this minor zone, that was a good. I was literally telling you guys at this candle, this is a good sell point. So that's easy 60 points, US 30. Man, all called live, full breakdown ahead of time. We came here at 1:30 a.m. Eastern. We started to do our intraday analysis, understand what fundamental catalysts are at play. We understood that vaccine optimism was starting to fade out. US dollar, Japanese yen was showing more strength. Equities were starting to show exhaustion. We broke down this investor behavior to help us give a more of a sentiment bias on these pairs of potential GJ sells, EU sells, US 30 sells, gold sells, right? And then we zoomed in after looking at the intraday market structure, higher time frame key levels. We zoomed in to the lower time frame on the 1 minute to observe price action. To observe price action as precise and quickly as possible, and watch buyers and sellers' reaction at those areas of interest for execution points and target points for the scalps. Now we're just leaving entries running risk free after securing some of these trades. Yeah, As you're not supposed to catch all of these trades when you're watching. Even if you catch one of these trades, that's good. Like you, there's probably anybody who's been watching these streams from the start. I haven't lost you guys money yet. I've only made you guys money. All right. So just watch it as we have some mixed headlines right now around vaccines. So we could get a potential shift in this minor structure here. But if you got those entries, just leave runners risk free. Gold, same idea. Just leave your runners risk free. We should head down. We should head down to 1855 in my opinion, but we are seeing some reaction at this previous 1 minute low on the dot here, where these flat candle bodies are being respected, a minor support being created. But if we break below that, we're going to extend down to 1855. US 30 is just reacting at 29,400. We need to break below that to take further sells down, the safer sells. This was the adapted to sells that we just like called live, that if we break to the downside. So we noticed that we had this peak point. We were looking for the support to be respected, but as we are observing this lower time frame order block being created, to take the buys to further upside move, we would need a break to the upside in respect of the bullish structure. Instead, we would need to take sells, a break to the downside, a retest and failure to break back above the order block or this minor bullish structure. So then I said take the sells from this point and at least catch the points down 50 to 60 points to 29,410. Yeah, if I made you guys money, you guys better like the stream, subscribe, share it with your friends. If you're in any MLM chats, if you're in IML, if you're in any other trading groups, send these streams in there. Make their paid content look bad. Be like, yo, this guy's doing this shit for free. I wonder what he's doing in his private channel. Holy shit. So if you guys are in any other chats, if you're in any MLM chat, if you're in the Savage Gang chat, if you're in Hugh Banks chat, if you're in Astro chat, if you're in any of those chats, if you're in any other marketing trading chat, send these streams in there. Send every single stream so far and be like, man, this guy's doing all this for free. What the fuck are you doing, man? All right. GJ is slowly still making its way down. I would love to complete the move down to the next psychological price level. Yeah, send it in market fluidity, yo. Let Roger see it. Send it in the London thing. But okay, now remember. We have to stay as emotionally neutral as possible. Now everybody's heart's racing, everybody's happy, everybody's like, yes, I got to make some money, but we don't want to let that high lead to bad decision making and start over trading or over leveraging or trying to do stupid shit. Okay? Brian, what happened? There's always somebody, man, who just doesn't listen to the instructions, even though a step buy took a gold buy. Oh, sell. When? Bro, gold sold like 60 pips. Where could you have lost here? Don't tell me you sold down here. Don't say it, bro. Don't tell me you sold down here. Okay, I won't. After all this, fell 60 pips, you decide to sell down here. Why? Yeah, yo, private chat, you gotta roast a man. Private chat, aristocrats, you gotta roast a newcomer. Some newcomer guys, after telling people to sell here, after telling people to sell here, after all these candles coming to the downside, some new guy sold over here. Yeah, man. Come on, man. What is that? What is that? Right? Come on, buddy. Welcome to the pit. 100% what Kareem said. Welcome to the pit. This guy didn't do his homework. He didn't do his homework. Look at it. It just came down to his entry right now, and it's probably going to flip bullish. Roast. Yeah, this guy's got to get a spanking after this live stream's over, making us look bad in the private chat. But these are the new members. These are the new members who have just recently stepped out of being refugees. No, Kashif, I'm not fucking checking NZD JPY for you again. Go check it out yourself after what I taught you. This guy. Yeah, man, this guy, like, come on. This whole 60 pips of downside. Look, let's zoom in. Let's zoom in here. Look at this. This was the rejection points where we didn't go as high as we wanted to, but this is where we started getting the mix of bullish and bearish candles. Impulsive sell, the retest sell, the break of this candle body low sell. You have all these candles going bearish. You have this big ass bearish engulfing, and then you sell down here. Crazy. Yo, last time you guys got the other stream to 550 likes because you guys wanted me to do a zoom again. But this makes up for that. With the amount of trades that were just called on GJ, Gold, Euro USD, GU, and US30, and how they're planned out to a exact and how they're planned out like on a dime and called out for entry points and exactly what to look for, then this makes up for that. Come on, you guys gotta agree. I love the other streams, but I don't even think they took a trade. Those are my boys, but they'd be boring me to death sometimes. Yeah, Richard. So now let's just do some quick over. Everybody, do your homework. This was the Twitter that was featured on Forex Factory. Should I tweet that? Let me tweet that Forex Factory thing. Man didn't even send me a check. They didn't even contact me. Imagine they get pissed. It's just a joke, man. But yeah, make sure you follow the Capital Hungry Twitter page. You'll get it faster than the Forex Factory. You know what I mean? Capital Hungry YouTube. If you guys want to have, a lot of people call me cocky, but to guide hundreds and hundreds of people through the financial markets, it's not an easy task. You need to have confidence in yourself. So if you want confidence like me, right, you have to watch all these webinars and take your notes. If you want to see the trades I took and stuff like that and other analysis, join the Capital Hungry Analysis free channel. Mar M, just go to the Capital Hungry free analysis channel. I didn't trade today, but that was yesterday when we were scalping with private chat. And yeah, you could scroll in this chat for days. You can see the trades, analysis, reminders of the stream. Capital Hungry YouTube, Capital Hungry Twitter, Capital Hungry Telegram free analysis chat. Some of the key fundamental points that we were focusing on and that we actually used in our favor was the fact there was still negativity regarding Brexit, how the EU country leaders were demanding that the European Union Commission start to publish no deal Brexit plans. We had headlines that the UK was seeing an increase in COVID hospital admissions. That also, when we were observing investor behavior and market sentiment, we could see that Japanese yen, US dollar, Swiss franc, the volatility index were starting to turn bullish on the intraday, which was showing us that a lot of the vaccine optimism was getting faded out. And even the companies like Pfizer, they were doing a lot of talk and not really backing it up, in the sense that They're talking about how they're gonna distribute the vaccine in Europe, in North America, but the EU gave a statement that Pfizer didn't even submit an application to even begin testing in the European regions or distributing there. So there's still, even though there was short-term optimism around around a potential effective vaccine, there's still a lot of issues around the infrastructure with the distribution regarding the vaccine and all like the and all like the and all like the legal shit behind it, right? For various countries. Some of the key fundamental points. We used some negativity from Christine Lagarde in our favor to take these Euro USD sells, which is now running for about 15 pips now. If you took it from these confirms here, right? So we understood that she was speaking at 3 a.m. Eastern. We were reading her headlines live, where she was still talking about massive uncertainty in the markets. Of course, that was especially going to impact Euro's economic growth. How it's impacting the services sector. How the markets are still in crisis mode. How the overall euro area economy is expected to be severely affected by the fallout from the rapid increase in infections. So she was in EU cells with us. The bitch helped us out. You know what I mean? So we use that in our favor. It's amazing, you know? It's amazing. It's a beautiful thing. There you go. There's like 20 pips coming. Straight to the next zone we marked out as well. GU is probably still going down. If you guys left your runners risk free, there's 20 pips on GU. GJ starting to make a flat candle body support, but it's still risk free there if you're in it. Gold is creating an order block here on the lower time frame of highs and lows in the 1 minute. If we break below this order block and have a candle close below, we should have another impulsive move down to 1855. When we're looking at market sentiment, equities are still showing some exhaustion here from being so bullish for such an extended period of time, as those vaccine headlines are starting to get faded out and we're starting to go back to the reality of the distribution regarding the vaccines, how there's still a lot of uncertainty into the markets, how COVID is still very active and spiking around the world, leading to some lockdowns in countries as well, which also helped us to understand that we were going to play some continued US dollar strength, Japanese yen strength. Volatility indexes showing us bulls as well. Yeah, and then line that up with our technicals, market structure, areas of interest, lower time frame price action for execution points, and you get a beautiful thing, you know? Isn't it beautiful how everything comes together and you just get more confidence, you understand what's going on. You're using some of the live headlines to your favor, you're using market sentiment and investor behavior to your favor alongside the technicals. And look at this, and look at these historical price points, like the higher time frame key levels. Look at where we had this impulsive break and retest. If you wanted to take the safe entries for even that ran for 8 pip scalp now. And the good thing about Euro USD is it does have a very tight spread for scalping with most brokers. But even that ran for like 7 to 8 pips to this minor zone, and where sellers and buyers are reacting right now on the 1 minute is exactly those previous lows created. And you can see those reactions exactly on the 1 minute. So when you can look at these areas of interest on the lower time frame, it really gives you areas of interest to watch to potentially close trades. You know, if you break below those points, you can extend trades. You know, if you start to see rejection at those areas, it's possibly best to secure your positions, right? Gold coming to retest these previous lows here, still playing around. GU doing a deeper pullback off. Just we have new 30-minute candles, and the market's opening up as well. Equity market's opening up a bit more. GU for this new 30-minute looks like it could even do a pullback to the key level again, but like around 1.32235, but still quite bearish. A nice break of structure here. We didn't get as deep of a pullback as we wanted to retest this structure, but these sells were nice, 20 pips. starting to create some minor bearish market structure on the lower time here for US 30, where if we reject that, then break these lows, we'll get the safe sells as well. Yeah, if you guys have already took trades and you already made money, you already caught anywhere from 10 pips, 20 pips, 30 pips, just take a breath, relax, don't over trade, don't over leverage. You know what I mean? The market is always here, but your capital may not be. So continue to follow your trading plan, follow your risk management plan, focus on your long-term goals and vision. Keep emotions out and avoid crashing your account. Okay? Some of the stream reminders if you want to get in contact. The two fools that thumbs down the stream are probably Iron Man. Yo, should we go into some roasting now for maybe 30 minutes? 30 minutes of roasting people? You know, fucking, should we go rag on Paul? Protein Paul? Iron Man? I fucking hate Protein Paul, alright? You know what? After calling about 7 trades here, I fucking hate Protein Paul. I can't stand the guy. He's begging for donations now for this guy who's not even a live trader, right? This guy who calls himself a mentor, who's a demo FTMO trader. First of all, no mentor should be using FTMO. They should be trading their own fucking money. All right, that's number one. All right. Second of all, he's trading FTMO demo, never shown shit. Third of all, his mentorship's called Higher Standards Trading. He's like a special ed retard version of Wickstone Live. And Wickstone Live is like that's all it is. Gold hard rejections, okay? And now, because his streams are dying, because his audience is dying, because people are realizing he has no value, he's constantly losing over and over again, he's constantly doing stupid shit, and he doesn't know anything, right? Now, guess what he's doing on his stream? Some fucking retard point system where you gotta literally develop points. Where you gotta literally develop points by watch time. You gotta watch him for like 8 hours to get 10 points for him to analyze a chart for you, or donate $2. You know what I mean? Imagine you're doing like, and he's doing a trading stream. Yeah, these guys are playing games. This guy's eating fucking food. Oh, I'm a bodybuilder. No, you're not. You're just some fucking lunkhead who does steroids once in a while. That's it. You're not a bodybuilder. Off the juice. That's it, buddy. You're done. Right? Stop using bodybuilding as an excuse to not provide value on your stream so you can fucking be silent, playing elevator music for an hour. People asking about people. It's so retarded. I don't know, man. It's so retarded. It's like some reality show. Man just regurgitates what Wick says, shit that I say. He watches all my streams, 100%. Just like Iron Man watches all my streams. Iron Man's the most bipolar guy you're ever gonna meet. You know what I mean? Yeah, now when we're waiting for other setups, now we're just gonna, chill out now, have some banter with each other. Yeah, the guy that does the Asian session streams, he's fake. He's dog shit. He's trash. Mamba, all these guys are terrible. I don't care about dislikes. People are mad because I'm fucking telling the truth, and they don't like to and they're soft as hell. I don't care. Paul is a Thao. Yo, Thao. Everybody roast Thao in the chat. Thao, shut the hell up, bro. Exactly. We're doing finance. What do you think you are, working in a bank right now? Have you ever worked in a bank, Thao? Have you worked in finance? I have. Everybody fucking talks bear shit. I worked in the biggest Canadian bank. Everybody talks bear shit. Everybody swears and shit all the time. What do you think? What do you think this is? A fucking commercial for a bank? No, man, it's the real world. Man said, "Don't say bad words." Then, like, don't play this in front of your mom and dad. Go watch it in the privacy of your home. Go to your room. Yeah, bro. People are people, man. You think because people work in banks or they work in finance that they don't swear or they don't talk shit? Like, that's the weirdest thinking I've ever heard of. People who work in finance are the least professional people. you, People who work in finance are the least professional. Trust me, man. Back to the church. Someone said. GJ's doing a bit of a deeper pullback here, creating a flat candle body support. We're gonna see if we can adapt to any other scalps and potential trades. We already executed on some great trades. That's why we're just bantering right now. Yeah, Asian session stream. If you watch that, I have zero respect for you, and I think you're dog shit. Even if you watch it, even if you just watch it for fun, I got zero respect for you. I just think you're. I think you're absolutely. I think you're dumb. Sorry. Daniel Savage, I used to roast him a lot, but at least he gave a shout out to this. He messaged me. He's like, "I like your stream," so I was like, you know what, fuck hair. You know what, hairline, we're gonna leave you alone for a bit. Man's got enough stress with his algo fucking being dog shit right now. Algo losing people a lot of money. So that hairline that's about to go 3 inches back. Oh, the guard is still speaking right now. George Soros. What did George Soros just say? EU funds must be diverted away from the Hungarian government. Oh, this guy's trying to destroy Hungary's economy like he's destroyed other countries' economies. George Soros fucked up Greece too. Now he's trying to fuck up Hungary. George Soros fucked up Greece. Now he's trying to fuck up Hungary. He always tries to create like riots in countries and shit like that. Yeah, he broke the Bank of England. He fucked up Greece. He supports like he probably both smart and evil. I would think he's both smart and evil. Yeah, George Soros, a true villain, yo. That's an economic villain. This man doesn't care if people die. This man doesn't care if a whole country's economy collapses. Russia food shortage in 1955 was him as well. Yeah, he does. He funds like Antifa and all that shit. He funds BLM and all that shit. This guy's actually a he's low key a beast, but it's fuck like not you know what I mean? In the financial world, he's low key a beast. Like he is like Lex Luthor, yeah. He's corrupt as fuck, evil as fuck, but like with what he does, he's pretty beast. I wouldn't do it because like I got morals, but fuck for an evil guy, it's pretty. He does shit quite out in the open. Still walking because he's a billionaire. Yeah, so right now we're just waiting for any more potential scalps to potentially play out over the next couple of hours. We're not going to be forcing anything, especially as we already called 20 pip sells on GJ, 60 pip sells on gold, 15 pip sells on EU, 20 pip sells on GU, 60 points on 60 points on US 30. Soros the Satanist? Yeah, 100%. I like this refugee chat, man. We're all woke. Everybody who's becoming a regular audience member, we're all woke over here. And hopefully we can convert other people to be woke and not be so soft and snowflakey. You know what I mean? Right? Okay, let's see what's going on here. Let's zoom out a bit. What time is it? It's 3:45. We have hourly candles closing shortly. Very nice sell move we took advantage of on gold, but again, you can see this hourly failed to break these lows. So if we come down to these low points again and fail to break, we might look for some potential scalp buys if the dollar fades off some strength, because you can see that the dollar might do that pullback, which could give some potential gold buy scalps, but we're still gonna wait. Yeah, the economic reset, 100% already happened. It is happening. So this hourly is closing nice and bearish though. It would be ideal to get a break below 1855 and we'd see another meltdown. This would be all validated as sell side liquidity and have another impulsive move to the downside if the US dollar continues up. All right. This was a great play though. Strong rejection at the exact same point, and see how price wicked down. But look where the actual, and see how we're getting this flat candle body support here, right? We had this initial impulsive move, and then we had these candle body highs also created, flat candle body highs. Even though this wicked down, look where the actual candle bodies closed still. So something good to keep an eye on, that if we have a breakout to the upside of these candle bodies, we will get a deeper pullback for possibly the new hourly candle. And that alone could be a 30 pip scalp just to get that retest of this bearish market structure again, and then possibly continue down from the new hourly candle at 4 a.m. Eastern, right? But otherwise, if we break these candle body lows, we will see that. And by break the candle body lows, I mean have a candle body close below these points. Then I can see higher potential to go down to 1855, which is the 30 pip range down, right? So right now, where you can see where the actual candle bodies are closing on the 1 minute, an order block is starting to be formed. And this top of the order block is also a retest of these previous 1 minute low areas. So if we have the candle body close below, you'll see that squeeze to the downside. But otherwise, the same thing goes for the upside move, where yes, we'll still be bearish bias on gold, but as scalpers, we can confirm that this was buy side liquidity if we break to the upside, and then understand just for the new candle in the 1 hour at 4 a.m. Eastern, we could get a pullback again on gold to retest around 1863 or at least 1862 to 63 for that squeeze play up, right? Just as scalpers. GU is retesting exactly at that same point we identified again now, but now it's best to wait the 12 minutes for the new hourly candle to possibly create an upper wick and retest here again. Starting to see some minor bearish market structure developing as well on the lower time frames, just for these rejection points. But that initial 20 pip play was very clean. Oh, US 30. Anybody hold runners on US 30? Damn, 100 points on US 30. That was a great entry and identifying. So see on the 1 minute when you start to identify the structural points and you get the price action confirms at those points. Look at the yellow magic line. Look at the fucking yellow magic line. Come on. Are you mad about people swearing? That's money. That's just straight money. It even came down right to the bottom of the yellow magic line. The yellow magic line indicator? It's expensive. It's expensive. At least 3 years worth of failure, blood, sweat, and tears is the cost of it. Yeah. Oh shit. There we go. Who's still holding their US 30 runners? Easily. You had no reason, even with this pullback, you had no reason to close your runners. Look where see what I was talking about? See the same idea here where you're getting this, where this was the entry area for US 30, right? And then you see this order block being formed. You break to the downside of it and have an impulsive move. We have a reaction. The pullback comes to retest those 1 minute lows, create this bearish market structure, and then we have that extended impulsive move to the downside. This shit fucking melting too. 130 points, US 30 sells. EU. Look at look. Psh, psh, psh. Come on. Come on, man. These are cheat codes. I give you guys cheat codes. Yeah, we better get 500 likes on the stream, or I'm not streaming for the next 2 weeks. Fuck you guys. YouTube chat getting too comfortable. You guys learning too much for free, off my blood, sweat, and tears, and years of experience. So if we don't get 500 likes by the end of the stream in another 3 hours, I'm not streaming for the next 2 weeks. I'm not lying, because we do this in the you better give me 500 likes there. God damn, yo, holy shit. EU going for that Mel. Who held EU runner still? 700 likes minimum now. You guys better go. I want to see you guys send this stream in everybody's fucking chat. I want to see 500 likes, or I'm not streaming for 2 weeks. You guys gotta wait 2 weeks till I come back. What do you know? Gold's still running. That's 70 pips on gold. Where's it going to? Where do you think gold's about to tap right now? Where do you guys think gold's about to tap right now? GJ after that retest? Your runners will still be good. GU, same retest here. Come on, let's zoom in. That's close enough. That's close enough to the target we wanted. Come on, that's close enough. Give me that. It's like 2 pips off. Come on, give me that. If we don't get the likes, I don't care. We need more exposure for these streams. I bless you guys every stream. You guys think, oh, Jeeves cocky. Oh, Jeeves mean. Jeeves so cocky, man. But look at how much money is being offered every single time on these streams, huh? Yo, who's in US 30 still? Oh my god, that was the prime South. It's still running. If you guys don't get it to 500 likes, better make another account to like it. Yo, that's almost 200 points, man. Who's still okay? I want W's in the chat if you took gold, GJ, GU, EU, or US 30, any of them. What other stream be operating like this with full breakdowns, with exactly what to look for? What other streams giving you key fundamental points? Huh? What other streams talk about the fundamentals? What are the streams actually looking at the economic events? Huh? What are the streams looking at investor behavior, historical price point key levels, lower time frame price action to the core? What are the streams giving you your mental reminders? So that's what we do. We come on these streams with potential scalp ideas. You take your positions, right? You secure at your initial entries, like for GJ, the initial one was 20 pips. Gold ran 60 pips. Like that was just easy 60 pips. US 30 now. The US 30, same idea. Secure initial partial positions to protect your capital and make profit, and then let your runners run risk free. It's the same thing every stream. People gonna hate because they can't do the same things. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone can guide hundreds of people with confidence across 5 different pairs and look at all those different things going on and say, hey, this looks good to take, secure some positions, leave your runners risk free. Do I not always tell you guys to secure some partials of your position and then leave the rest risk free, so you at least have a win to start the night, or you're at least up in profit? You have less stress on you mentally, and then everything else that happens, and unless there's a shift in market structure, which there's not. For example, if you took these entries on Dow Jones and you secured positions at 29,410 and then you left the runners risk free, this pullback would not take your runners out, and then your runner is running 180 points, right? If you took gold and the gold entry was here and here, right? And you took that trade down to the previous lows, that's 50 pips alone. If you left your runners also risk free after securing the partials, you had no reason to close that trade, and you got that extended win on your runners, right? Stop losses are dependent on the user, your risk, and your threshold. But if you actually watch the Capital Hungry webinars and you're not a low IQ bum, it's all taught in there too. But when you come here, it's the trading pit. Right? We say that we do the analysis, we say the trade ideas, we talk about the market structure. The initial stop loss and lots, that's all dependent on you. I don't know how much you're gonna risk. I don't give a fuck. It's not my account. Right? I just give the trade ideas. And then stop loss after the trade is running, I just tell you to put it break even after securing some partial positions. That's how you, and when we're doing these streams, that's how you scalp. We're initially coming in looking for scalps, potentially to extend them into intraday trades. That's said word for word at the start of the stream. So there's a lot of low IQ bums, and they get hurt when someone has confidence and they can exert that confidence in front of a crowd. And you know how many people are waiting for us to take a loss? Do you guys know how many people are preying on the downfall? And that fuels us. You know, that gives us fuel. You know how many people are salty as fuck when you know how many mentors watch this stream? How many people who are running different services watch this stream and they're getting salty as fuck? They're waiting for a loss to happen. But that just fuels us, you know? Yeah, so gold went to exact pretty much targets 1855. We're starting to create a flat candle body support there, just 2 points from there, 2 pips from there. GJ running towards 0.200 like we expected. GU, new hourly candle in 2 minutes. We might get some deeper pullbacks. EU just ran 26 pips from the key entry area. Safer cells also ran 16, 17 pips there. I primarily intraday trade. So I would be like taking these entries, doing the same thing. The same thing I'm telling you guys is the same thing I would be doing. Secure some positions as scalp, secure a partial, or if I take multiple positions, secure a couple of them, and then leave a runner risk free. Because you have to remember the psychological impact of actually securing some positions, of being up in profit. And then the psychological impact of your runner being risk free. You can't even lose. So whatever happens after that, you're chilling. You're just watching price action. And then when the market is flowing nicely, volume and volatility is clean, your runner ends up going another 20 pips. Your runner ends up going another 200 points. Right? Most people don't focus on the trading psychology. They don't focus on understanding or being self-aware and understanding how they're feeling after a win, understanding how they're feeling after a loss. And then you can really enter a daze where you're not making logical decisions. But when you're trading, your first number one rule that all retards forget is protect your capital. That's number one in trading. Number one rule in trading is before profiting is survival. Number two is profiting. Okay? So number one in the market is so number one is that survival in the markets. Thinking logically, thinking based on risk management, probabilities. understanding that the market is always here. Number three is having that as being emotionally neutral. Because what happens when you take win after win, you're scalping. You can have a lot of you can become very emotionally distracted, which causes a loss of logical decision making. It's logical that after you take some entries, you should secure some positions. You know what? Okay, and people are saying, "Oh, you secured like 50 points. You should have left all your positions running." Look at the market. See when we took these cells down to this previous low and we secured here. You know what this pullback is? That's other fucking people securing as well. That's the people that are actually moving the market. That's them securing their positions as well and creating that pullback. And then more sellers enter the market, and this was the secondary sell point anyways. It was 29,400. That's 120 points. You guys forgot about that too from the start of the webinar. To scale in, that you don't only just scalp and hold the runners, that once you get the confirms, you scale in. Euro USD, this was our initial sell entry. Once you get the confirms, you scale in. And you're telling me you don't get the confirms there to scale in an entry, take another entry, leave your runners risk free? Exactly. It's hard to hate. It's hard to hate when it's that logical right in front of your eyes. It's really hard to hate on it. You can be as angry as you want, but you can't deny it. Right? Isn't that true? You can be as angry as you want at me and my behavior and my personality, but you can't deny what's being shown in front of the screen every single stream. That's what makes people the most angry, is that they don't like me personally, but you can't deny that I keep making people money every single stream. So people just look for something like nitpicky. Oh, it's a scalp or is it an intraday? Oh, how come you don't swing? Oh, how come you didn't say the exact stop loss, the exact take profit? Well, I'm pretty much telling you the exact entry, exactly where to secure, when to leave runners. But I told you guys. So this is a new hourly candle. Obviously, it's doing a pullback. We are still in a lower time frame structure. Man, we're done for the night. That's it. Like your runners, if you guys secured those positions, gold went straight down to 1855, like we called it too. There you go. There's the alert, just as I said it. That's free money. That's 100% free. Look at the reaction on the 1 minute. I'm not saying it's going to reject here, but look where it's reacting. Look in these trillion-dollar markets where every candle is moving millions of dollars, where price was reacting for that second or two. You know? But yeah, let's watch how it develops. Equities are looking quite flat. Look at German equities from Christine Lagarde's speech. UK equities are bearish. US 30. Remember I told you guys that Christine Lagarde's speech will not only impact euro, it'll also impact market sentiment overall through the session. Please guys, I don't know if you guys really pay attention to every single word that is spoken through these streams. It's a lot of information. But that's what you saw happen. Christine, we already understood that vaccine talks were starting to fade out from the market. We already understood that there was negativity with Brexit. We already understood that there was an increase in COVID hospitalizations in the UK, of course, and COVID cases were starting to spike. Alongside, we noticed that the US dollar, Japanese yen, the safe haven currencies were gaining strength. We also used the live headlines of Christine Lagarde saying negative comments to support that negative market sentiment as well. Right? So we knew that she was bringing negativity overall to European markets. Alongside, the US dollar was picking up strength to show more market fear. Japanese yen was holding bulls individually, alongside the intraday structure, lower time frame price action, lower time frame market structure. Yeah, we live stream with the private channel. Exactly, Jamar. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Isn't it just a beautiful thing? Come on, is it not just a? How can you hate on it? And everyone's like, yo, how do you get those key levels? That's the Capital Hungry secret. All I can tell you is they are historical price points based on yearly, fiscal year, quarterly period, and monthly period. But everything else after that is a secret. But you know they work. You know they work. US 30, 200 points. Wow. Still going down. From the safe sells, 150 points. Yeah, if we don't get 500 plus likes, I won't be streaming for 2 weeks. You guys see how valuable it is, so we're gonna keep it like that. We got 550 last time, then we need 600 likes this time. Yeah, the key level alerts get sent out. The key level alerts get sent out to the private chat whenever a key level is alerted, so we don't always have to be looking at the charts. Yeah, rest in peace, refugees. The whole point of this was just to get more exposure for Capital Hungry because we have a lot of resources offered, but we already got like close to 400 members now. So these free streams were just for the public to help out. You know what I mean? It's just me doing everybody a favor, and also me getting exposure. All you guys are doing for me is watching. Hopefully, also spreading the stream around. I know we're gonna. What time is it? It's 4 o'clock. We have Asian session closed in 1 hour. What a 20, 30 pip bounce off the key level. Crazy, right? The reactions are just crazy. Exactly. What's that show you? What's this show you when we had this downside move and now we're getting this pullback at 1855 higher time frame key level where I told you guys that was our target and previous intraday lows. That sellers are closing off positions and we're getting that pullback. We're coming back to retest this order block. Yeah, did any of you guys take that high risk buy? That's 40 pips off the key level. Holy man, it's different. It's different, man. That is just crazy. You guys took the buy? Wow. That's 50. That's like 46 pips. 47. Right back to the top of the order block for the new hourly candle. Remember I told you guys the new hourly candle would give a pullback? GU, same idea from these lows. It's giving that pullback just for the new hourly candles. Also, as London volume is starting to slow down a bit, we are expecting that pullback to retest this candle body lows again anyways, but let's see how it goes. EU, same idea, but most people regard the secured positions. No, I just execute manually. Holy shit, gold's still going from that bounce. 50 pips from that bounce. Remember, 1855 area is those previous intraday lows, right? Tonight was a crazy stream. Holy. You took the Harmon took the buy, JC took the buy. The YouTube chat is way too cozy. You guys are right. The aristocrats are right. They're getting way too comfortable with these wins. Yo, this is still going 56 pips. No, the sells. I was telling everybody on gold to close your sells at 1855, and I was telling everybody to secure your positions before this hourly candle. This is at 60 pips now, man. This is going right back to retest 1863 like we were talking about. Yo, what a bounce off the key level. Holy shit. What a bounce. What a perfect exit and what exactly like wow. That's precision. That's absolute precision. Holy. That is crazy. The key levels are something else though. We literally called gold cells right down to 1855. You had one wick rejection right on the dot, and then you had this flat candle body support, a break to the upside. But even from that rejection, it's been up. It's going up. It's going up right to 63. It's up like 61 pips right now. Dollars turning. Dollars doing a nice correction and pullback for the new hourly as well. Holy. Yeah, let's see what happens when we come up towards like 1963 area. We're just watching now. That was like a higher risk, higher reward buy from 1855, just for that potential pullback on the new hourly candle. Had a job interview, but that's just running like a beast right now for 65 pips. There was 20 on this stream in 2 hours. There was exactly called almost to the pip 25 pip GJ sells, the 70 pip gold sells, these 60 pip gold buys, 200 point US 30 sells, 30 pip GBP USD sells, and like 25 pip Euro USD sells. That's actually pretty crazy. This was actually a crazy stream. This is actually a great stream. A lot to learn from here. And the Forex Factory shout out. You're right. I'm gonna get a snack in a second. I need some food. Yeah, Euro USD ran 25 pips. GU ran 20 pips. GJ ran 20 pips. Gold ran 70 pips down. Gold ran almost 80 pips down and like 60 70 pips up. Now we're seeing what gold will do at this retest of bearish market structure here. We zoom out. But that's a strong impulsive buy move. Holy man, it's still going. No problem, Josie. No problem. US 30 was 200 points. Asian session closed in 45 minutes. Yeah, great calls. Great calls to stream. Should we go? Should we have some fun? I'm gonna be back in 5 minutes. I'm just gonna grab a snack quickly, and then let's go. Let's go raid some streams. Let's go raid Monty and C in a second. Everybody ate. Come on. I I I want to see. I want to see a spam of refugees ate tonight in the chat. I want to see that. I want to see that you guys all ate tonight in the chat. Refugees got fed. Refugees got fed tonight. Yeah, we're gonna raid Monty after. You bought a two lot from 1855, bro. You're already up like almost $1,500 probably. You're good. You took that buy right. Yo, that's crazy, right? What a reaction! Like that's pinpoint. That's pinpoint accuracy. You could secure at 70 pips right now. Refugees ate like you guys ate tonight. You guys got to. You guys got to make. You guys got to make a lot of money tonight. You know. Yeah, gold also tapped 1863. Where we're expecting that pullback towards there. But I'm gonna be back in 5 minutes. I'm just gonna grab a snack and then we'll just do some fun stuff. We'll continue to look at our headlines to the left side of the screen here, as well as anything else going on. Yeah, we still need more confirms now of exhaustion to sell gold. Right? This was just like this is ripping it. Holy, it's going right to tap the structure. Right where I put the magic yellow line magnet here. Where we get a pullback to. Crazy, right? Come on, that's crazy. All right, I'll be back in 5 minutes. All right, we're back. We're back. No, not a coffee break. I took my trades, which will get fried. No. Okay. Gold. We're reacting at this structure, but you can see from these candle body highs and lows, we'd have to get a break to the downside, of course, to see that potential sell scale back down. Otherwise, this was a very strong bullish impulsive move to the upside. So watch it accordingly. We also have Asian session close in 32 minutes in the new 4-hour candles with most brokers. Monty, boring as hell. Let's go liven up the stream. Yeah, let's go raid. Let's go have fun and baby waving. I can't see this. I can't see the thing. Let's have some fun and go raid Monty. Let's see what this old man's up to right now. Let me pull up his stream. Let's go raid our boy Monty. Todd Capital, is he on right now as well? Let's go raid him after. He'll tell you how he's a former student.
How, you know, things happen.
Tell this guy all the trades we caught. Tell him about the Forex Factory
They're
feature.
the things that you want to be paying attention to. We've got refugees coming up in here. Oh my days.
Let's go, everybody. Go to trading with Monty.
Refugees are coming.
We've already taken a bunch of trades. Might as well have some fun.
What up, Jeevan? How you doing, bro?
Send the man a like.
How you doing, man? You had a good morning? We had some GJ buys
The fuck, guys, it's just lagging.
and gold buys earlier. So, good morning here, man. Obviously, GJ made more sense for a bit of a sell, to be fair. After I was buying back up to this structure point to the left over here, based on higher time frame stuff. But yeah, this opportunity came once this 15-minute that was in here gave opportunities as well from up here. Opportunities from their downside was pretty straightforward. I don't know if you hit some this morning, but I hope you did. But nice to see the refugees. Big up. Don't forget, like the stream, support each other. Jeevan does a good job, you know the score. Although he's a bit of a 1 minute gang. It's too hard for me, man. Man, I ain't got time for that.
Man can't handle the 1 minute. You know? Man can't handle the 1 minute.
But yeah, nah, Jeevan knows what's up. So
Yeah,
let's see if we
send the
get
man.
any,
Send the man.
more
You know what I
movement
mean?
for
We all
this morning.
support each other, have some fun here and there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. What did you guys do this morning? Did you make some good trades this morning, or what's going on? What you been doing? So we were looking at some GJ buys.
Damn, bro. Tell him about the trades. Tell him about the US 30
we knew
sells.
We were trying to pull back as such.
Tell him about the GJ
took it up when we
sells.
saw it, right?
The EU sells. The gold sells
Yeah,
to the
it's nice to
buys
see you.
right now. Right?
Ah, it goes mad when they come in here. Shit. Does it? No. So you're always saying about creating support, but there you could be.
Everyone always got elevator music
drops in
playing.
there.
This is the fun thing about streaming. Is just like, you know what I mean, messing about here and there.
I'm
We've already taken so many. We already
Good
taken
work,
and executed
dude.
or called
Nice
on so many
work,
trades.
man. That's some good discipline. You know, if you're done for the week. I mean, to be fair, I was done for the week on Monday when Gold fleeced and just like gave me, I don't know, like Christmas came super early. So I mean, I was kind of done for the week. Was it Monday? When was that big drop Monday? Was it Monday? Can't remember. Yeah, Monday. So I was like, madness anyway. 5-minute entry that turned into like a 7,000 billion pip move. You know, it's just, you know, it's one of them. You get it. Happens every so often, the old golden egg. But you can't complain. Martinez 199X Capital Gang. Yeah, I remember when you used to be here.
What the fuck,
You're a traitor, bro. You done. You left, man. I remember everyone. You can be Capital Gang. Man knows what he's talking about. Trust me. Use his facilities. He offers some good resources. Trust me. He knows what he's talking about. Don't play though. You were here first.
Yeah, Crispy, you better say joking. Man's about to get removed. Alright, man. This guy's not. I love Monty. Great guy. Great stream. Send him a like. Support. Let's at least get the man of 200 likes, yo. Come on, we got the power to get 11 more likes. I made you guys so much money. Give the man up to 200 likes. Monty's just a chill.
Oh, sorry, bro.
Monty's just a chill old fella.
Man, I've got a few things to do and I'm done anyway. So.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, I think I'll record it in a minute. I'm just gonna watch a little bit of this 30-minute candle and see if anyone wants to ask some questions.
There we go.
We'll see what's up.
Are you doing tonight?
Yeah, for real. 8 o'clock, 8 till 10.
There we go. Great shit, guys. I appreciate that.
But apart from that, I think I'll be good. So.
All right, let's see. Gold still going up. God damn. GJ ranging. We've already executed. We're done, man. If you guys are still trading, that's heavy over trading. Like, come on. With the amount of trades that were called, if you guys are still trying to force some trades, smarten up. That's just pure greed. And you know it is. Don't lie to yourself. Remember, this is a London session stream. Alright? We've been going on for like 3 hours now from time period of starting out and discussing the fundamentals, the technicals, the economic events at play, the price action, execution points, entries, exits. We've been doing that from a 3-hour period right now. And now, in the next 26 minutes, we have Asian session close coming towards pre-New York hours. And, of course, the new 4-hour candles across most brokers. And remember, in these streams, we come into the mindset of scalping, protecting our capital, securing positions, and leaving runners risk-free for potential intraday trades. So GJ is starting to break above 0.500 right now. Guys, GJ test starts moving down. Confirmation would be best sell at below 137.2. That would be the safest sells. SJ possibly through New York, yeah. Yeah, if there's not 600 likes on this stream, there's no stream for 2 weeks. You guys can watch Monty. We're gonna raid all the options you can watch. Who's next? Let's go to that Todd. Let's go to Todd Capital Group. Let's go raid this guy. He's a nice guy as well.
Breaks above this area here.
Todd Capital Group. Go in the chat. Give him a CH raid. He's a nice
Once
guy.
price gets above there, I believe we should move up. So I want some, a break, maybe like a support to form, and then a continuation up. I think that's possible. As well as that,
these mans need more enthusiasm.
I would like the support to break, form a retest, and then a continuation down. So what I'm saying is, I would like outside this range will dictate the next move. I think I've said that a couple of times today already. But at the moment, we are ranging.
Let's go right here.
It's not a great deal of volume at this current time. But I do believe that if we can get price to close above this area, there's a good chance we can pull back, form a support, and continue moving up. Likewise for the downside.
Give him a raid, give him some likes.
Oh, okay, we've got a raid. We've got a Capital Hungry raid.
Nice come on, brightens the guy's day up. He's smiling now. He's feeling a little bit happy about what he's doing.
Hit the dislike on. Thanks for that, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that for the dislike. It's great. It's kind of you.
Guy used to be
Alright,
in CH. He was always a
AJ
nice
Scarlet. Essay, how's it going?
It's
Australian.
actually quite funny.
Someone said Australian budget wicks don't lie. I mean, I'm Scottish, so it was a good.
Bro, don't.
It was a good try.
Who said
You
that?
little
Who's
fucker.
talking shit on? No, come on, yo. He's a nice guy. He was in CH
Alright,
before.
nice one. Is he here himself? Oh, he is.
I'm straight.
How's it going, Jeff? I feel like I'm watching like a Twitch stream when like Nick Merckx goes offline and then he like raids someone else's stream or some shit.
Yeah, bro. We're the Nick Merckx of the fucking.
Thanks for the explanation, Chief. Currently short GG,
How
entry
come these guys? How come when
138.
these guys get more viewers, they get
Okay,
like?
I mean,
nervous?
I'd just be careful
You
if
notice
price
how
starts closing above
Monty was like- Monty, when we rated his
137.60,
chat, he like got like a little
then
antsy.
there's a good chance you're going to see
This guy we rated his chat.
137.80 again. And if it gets above that, then we're tapping back
We're
into
just
the whole
having some
number,
fun right now.
pulling
We're
back
just
into the
chilling. We're not
range.
gonna execute on anything anymore.
Like fact.
I'll break down the charts more as well as the fundamentals and reflect some of the analysis we did and trades
A lot of
we
you guys from
executed on.
Capital Hungry here, then. Nice one.
For the next like 30 minutes, 40
Nice one.
minutes, we're just gonna be chilling. If you guys have any questions, leave it in the YouTube chat as well. If you want me to, now's the time that if you want me to look at a chart or something, to send a link or whatever.
Caught a sell on Asian session. On GJ, nice one.
Alright, yo, these guys are fucking.
Yeah, I was asleep for that.
Alright, you know what I mean? Like, these guys are pretty boring. Let's go to Seed next. Seed talks the fucking slowest. Holy. Let's go to Seed. Let's go to Seed next, alright? Oh, is he not streaming tonight? Oh, he is. He's on. He's live. He's live. Seed FX next. He's on London right now. He's live. Yo, we're getting nice. That was a nice like impulsive play above 0.500. No trades though. Just stay out. It looks like we might still get that deeper pullback that for these better sells at 0.800. Japan considering extending special employment subsidies beyond December. That probably weakened the yen short term. But we weren't paying attention to that. All right. I'm not even subscribed to this guy. God damn. Bro, this guy got some boring ass music playing.
Let's go, Gio. Let's go. Taking too much time.
Raid the man. Raid the man. We got countdown 9 to 5. We got if you guys got any questions, I'll answer them if you want to look at anything. We already called great trades, you know what I mean? Executed on great trades.
Well, the 4 hour looks like a break and retest to the upside. Well, on the 1 hour we already had a breakout, so on the 4 hour we have
Damn, these guys got some shitty ass entries on GU.
more room to push to the downside. Yeah, I don't like the way it rejected. On the 1 hour we broke this 4 hour.
Yeah, Seed's got a really calming voice, right? Like a ASMR
We
voice,
closed below.
ASMR.
Should have had some continuation, but it's pushing deeper in the zone.
I'll answer these questions after we rate this guy.
It's nothing done yet. Still have another 30 minutes left, in which 30 minutes we can reject all the way down, or
This is like the music you hear at like an Asian buffet.
maybe
like just,
stop loss
like
is
a
about
Mandarin.
to hit.
It's like the music you hear like a
But,
Mandarin. Or
There's
an
still a long
elevator.
way to go, unless some strong bullish momentum comes up. So we'll see. The delay is gotta do nothing. Here's the stop. Here's the entry. Here's
Yo, this fucking I can't. Yo, I'm about to fucking knock out. I don't fucking. My eyes almost closed. Whew. Oh, come back. Holy shit. Oh man. Fucking see, almost put my ass to sleep. Oh my goodness. Someone said his voice is making me depressed. Leave, calm down. Gold still messing around here. GJ. Okay, let's see. What are you guys talking about? US 30. Yeah, 29K is a very, very nice target to retest these previous intraday lows. As long as we continue to respect this lower time frame bearish market structure we're developing, and we remain below 29,400. Yes. How do you handle EU trades with a lot of news? We have a news terminal. Yeah, so that's how we handle EU. Like, for example, we used the EU news of Christine Lagarde, right, speaking live and noticing that she was saying negative comments in real time to help support our bias of those EU sell scalps, right? Gold reacting at these highs and lows. GJ reacting at that retest of the broken bullish structure. For as of now, if we break above here, we will go to 0.800, but otherwise this could have just been a deeper retest. And if we fail to break above here, as well as even retest these previous highs and come back below 0.500, possibly for the new 4-hour and through New York, we should see a continued downside move to at least revisit the 0.200 lows and possibly break lower. I would only see long-term buys if we came above 0.800, especially if we had sellers in control through primarily through London session as well. I don't want to remove all the drawings because then I got all the other. I got these the key levels have been there for like a year. You know what I mean? These key levels, they've been here for a long time. Yeah, great trades on the stream. Japan economic have extremely strong sense of the crisis on rising coronavirus cases. We can see a lot of political speakers are still discussing the potential threat of COVID. Hopefully just now, because we're coming towards Asian session close. If you guys have been watching the streams, you would understand that towards Asian session close and the new through Asian session close and the new 4-hour candles, which is around 5 a.m. Eastern time, there's a higher possibility of pullbacks as you have those Asian investors closing out positions, and you also are heading towards pre-New York hours and have price setting up for North American investors. Right, so we might have a higher possibility even on you to get a pullback to retest structure, then continue down through New York session. Just through New York session, if you're trading it, we do have some US data, the initial jobless claims, the Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index, and the US existing home sales. So, of course, if that data is good, stay out of US 30 sells, as it will cause US 30 to get bought up from these lows and from this pullback area, right? Especially as we peak some new lows around 29,250. So just be cautious of that. But on the flip side, if we continue to respect this lower time frame bearish market structure and stay below 29,400 level, and this U.S. data is poor, showing more uncertainty in the U.S. economy, that will of course cause another dip on the U.S. equities. Doesn't matter if you're trading Nasdaq or S&P. I primarily look at U.S. 30, but you get what I'm saying, right? So just keep an eye on that and any Federal Reserve speakers throughout the day. You can follow the Capital Hungry Twitter to keep an eye on that. We still understand that the vaccine optimism has started to fade out because there's still a lot of issues regarding the distribution. There's a lot of negativity regarding Brexit still that we help play in our favor, and the rising cases of COVID alongside like Christine Lagarde live speaking some negativity and speaking some negativity and bringing some fear to the market sentiment through London session. and we executed on some great trades. Executed on like 25 pip GJ sells, 60 pip gold sells, even the 60 plus pip gold buys right from the key level bounce at 1855. US 30 there's 200 point US 30 there's 200 point sells. Bro, lower your subscription and make it affordable. If I lower my subscription price, then too many people are gonna join, and it's gonna be too many low IQ people as well. Because, not to be a dickhead, yeah, it's like, yeah, sorry, might be like, I don't want to be mean actually, but usually broke people got lower IQ because like that's why they're broke. You know what I mean? In the reality of life, like everybody, because everybody has the potential and time to like work 2 or 3 jobs, learn a skill set, put effort into learning something. But if you can't afford it, and it's something that's like maybe $3 a day, then in my eyes, you probably don't belong in capital hungry anyways. So just use these free resources, right? So yeah, sorry about that. Usually broke people got lower IQ. Okay, that's not fair. Broke people don't got lower IQ. Broke people got lower effort. How about that? That's fair. Usually broke people have much lower effort levels and how hard they work. They make a lot of excuses, but usually broke people have low effort levels, and I don't want people with low effort levels in capital hungry. So, just use these free resources when I do these streams. Or just go check out like a different service. There's a lot of services in the trading community. The trades given in the free chats will pay for the subscription. That's a good point. Yeah, I haven't given you guys a losing trade through these free streams twice a week. Most people through these streams have made if they really wanted to join. You know what I mean? Gold is just messing around right now. We have 11 minutes until Asian session close. GJ, strong rejections at the retest of that bullish market structure, where possibly for the new 4-hour, even if we create a lower wick and then come back below 0.500. These streams are Tuesdays and Thursdays. And for people who are like wondering how the private channel works, you can go to my YouTube channel and watch this video, an introduction to the private channel. Because there's a lot more offered in the private channel than just the live Zooms. You get access to like all the webinars and everything else as well. Like 40 plus educational webinars. You get access to like the news terminal you see to the left side of your screen. The mods will tell you you get access to a lot of shit. And once my renovations are done, there's even there'll be a lot more webinars in the private channel as well. But during the only reason I haven't done New York streams is because my basement's getting renovated, and I live in Canada. So during the New York time session, that's when like the carpenters and shit come in, and it's loud as fuck. I don't even get to sleep after this. I just stay up angry. But they're gonna be done in like 2 to 3 weeks. So then I'm gonna be doing a mix of New York and London session streams because we can trade either or with the concepts taught. Just to further prove that by looking at like the fundamentals, technicals, and the concepts taught through these streams, that it doesn't matter what session it is. It doesn't matter what's going on in the market fundamentally. Like you just have to know how to understand it, digest it. I'm building a sick little trading room for real. Yeah, so like the private channel. Where's the showcase? They get access to like all of this too. So on the left here, you can see that the private channel, they get access like through the week, where we start off the week with like a weekly recap webinar, mental reminders, a bunch of other things as well, reviewing a psychology reminder, your economic calendar, news briefing, market update webinars, analysis webinars as well. You get access to like all of these like session alert reminders, key level price alerts, the news terminal room, the trade room where other members share like headlines, trade ideas, and information. You get access to like the banter chat where we just fuck around, roast, talk random shit. The newsroom itself, like the terminal you guys see on your screen. And then you get access to these educational webinars, which is like they're not on my YouTube channel, but there's a lot, right? You have like psychology webinars, fundamental, technical, across all the concepts I've learned over the last few years trading. Everything from like economic data reports, scalping, mapping, dissecting, understanding market moves, market sentiment, tools to read market moves, swing trading, how and why to do analysis, the key levels, those key levels that you guys are also horny about. Guess where that is? In the webinar vault. Right? Everything from market environments, let me read this out, all right? Because we got time. Human error and trading expectations. So you start off with a psychology webinar. Fundamentals, psychology, compound and growth, fundamentals and technicals, an analysis breakdown example, a trader's brain psychology webinar, candle bodies, wicks, and levels, trends, key levels, and candle signals, key levels and trends remastered, market structure and road mapping trade ideas, understanding lower time frames, understanding lower time frames part 2, another psychology webinar, scalping 101, which you guys have seen on the YouTube channel, but swing trade part 1, swing trade part 2, mapping, dissecting, and understanding fundamental market moves, economic data reports, measuring economic impact, market sentiment and volatility, tools to read market sentiment, how and why to do top-down analysis, key levels review, pricing in concept, market environments, market correlations, market seasonality, historical analysis, central banks, US debt, and global economies, gold educational breakdown, secondary gold educational breakdown, oil breakdown, US transfer of wealth, the next US recession, US corruption webinar, CH psychology refresher, trade war talks, Euro USD news rant, and then you got extra ones there. A lot of stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah. And then obviously you have all of these like 238 webinars too. Like all of the past sessions, weekly recaps, analysis. See what I'm saying? Yeah, my Instagram got deleted, but I used to have a pretty good following on IG as well. So GJ starting to follow the yellow magic lines. Yeah, there's a lot of info. So let's just see now. 5 minutes till Asian session closes in a new 4 hour. If we get a pullback and then come back below 0.500 for sells again. Actually, we shouldn't even take any more trades. That's just over trading. But that was a nice rejection at the retest of that broken lower time frame bullish structure. We had the break here. This was a deep retest of it on that hourly pullback, and you can see we're coming back below 0.500 for now. Over the last UK Trade Minister Trust says hopes in the future we're able to go much further on trade with Canada. Trying to reach a trade deal with Canada towards the end of the year. No, there's not going to be any trade deals with all the COVID shit going on, man. They're just going to keep extending it. Gold coming below the order block, but wait till for the new 4 hour. GU, same rejection at that sell point. GU, you could have scalped these GU sells like 5 times for 20 pips. The same GU cells here. Do I wear a turban? No. I don't think I have a picture. The only picture I have of myself is a flex in the banter chat. I don't wear a turban, sorry. And I think I lost that picture in the banter chat as well, so sorry about that. If you guys want to see what I look like though, let's get this up to 500 likes and I'll find the picture in the banter chat. But I don't have Instagram and all that shit anymore. It's gonna make the haters more mad though, because they're gonna see I'm also handsome, and then they're gonna be more angry. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding, bro. Bro, you guys actually like the stream just to get a picture of me more than you like the stream for everything else. My IG got deleted. I gotta find this now. Yo, the setup's too greasy though. Oh man, it's gonna take forever to find. Oh, GU, damn. GU was a perfect same, like the same cells we were looking for here 3 times now for like 20 pips. You guys got 500 likes. I gotta find this picture then. I only have this one recent picture. I don't really take pictures of myself. The only pictures I take is no homo. Rakeel and I send each other flex pictures. Wicks don't lie. We send each other flex pictures a lot, chirping each other. Fuck man, that's gone, man. Damn, you guys see some people that get roasted. Oh, there we go. That was post Chim, you know? You feel me? There you go, 500 likes. Some of you are gonna rewind, stare at that. Some of you are gonna beat your meat to it. Someone said I want your head squished. What time is it? 1 minute till new 4-hour candles. Yeah, should I get a face cam? That's too much though. I don't know where to put it on the screen because we already got the news terminal to the left. We want to see as much of the chart as possible. Yo, I'm all natural. Alright? I never, at least I never use, if I use steroids, then it'd be a big difference. If I use steroids, I look like fucking Hercules. I'm just all natural. I just eat a lot and work out. Paul's a juice head. Like clearly a juice head. Sorry about that. That's a Euro AUD alert. My diet is chicken and potatoes. Chicken and potatoes or chicken and chickpeas. What's a crackhead from the 60s even look like? How are you that old? How do you even know? That's a good feather bird diet. Yeah. I'm stronger than Rakeel. I'm stronger than Rakeel. He's scared to go to the gym with me. I'm stronger than Rakeel, 100%. I can rep out 2 plate, no problem. I used to be able to bench 315. But now I can still rep out like 225. True. American Dad. I don't have a stomach. Okay, new 4-hour candles. It's already starting bearish, going to the downside. Don't have much of an upper wick. I got hella samosas. I look like you. I don't know what you look like. You gotta send. If you guys want to send me a picture of yourself, we can look at you guys in the stream as well. But I don't know what you look like. Yeah, I just quit my job, my bank job this year in March. But before I was doing trading, Capital Hungry, working full time as well, and I have some other things I do outside of trading and outside of the online world, like selling samosas. No, I'm just joking. The GU entry is missed unless we get a pullback to this level again. GJ, same idea. Unless we get a pullback to 0.500, especially if you guys have already executed on trades. Yeah, if any of you guys want to send me a picture on Telegram, whoever's brave enough to send me a picture on Telegram in front of the crowd, I'll do something. I'll do them a favor. Drua should do it. The guy that was trying to roast the American Dad joke, he should do it. No, I was just in business. Just business admin. I don't have social. I don't have Instagram anymore. Obviously, I used to have pictures on Instagram and shit. No shit. You guys are too horny, man. This is what happens when a guy makes you money. What's the story behind the name Capital Hungry? It says it in the name. I was just a kid who was just way too hungry for capital. Just want to be rich. Just want to make a lot of money because it can lead to a lot of freedoms in this corrupt life we live in. So one mindset to have is to like, obviously in trading you have to stay smart, but in life you should be capital hungry. And this life at least, because we don't live in some like utopia or like some nice world. We live in a corrupt ass world where only money can buy you your freedom. So you might as well be hungry for capital. Vantage FX though is ending. So you guys are sending pictures of yourself? Wow, bro, this guy's handsome. Pretty gay to send me that, but you're a handsome dude, man. I like the curly hair. Kushpreet. Kushpreet, that's not you, Kushpreet. You're fucking lying, bro. Kushpreet, tell the truth. Kushpreet, this guy doesn't even look Indian. This is a black man. This is a light-skinned black man, Kushpreet, you liar. Your name is Kushpreet Singh Kermi. This guy's a light-skinned black. Bro, this guy just sent some rant. We can't even see you, man. You might as well have not sent me a picture. Yeah. Oh, snap. Take it easy, guys. Take it easy. Yeah, Kushpreet, you 100% lied, man. This is a light-skinned African American male. Yeah, and your name is Kushpreet Singh. Bio says good person. That was funny though. Yeah, nobody better send some. One dude is handsome, no homo, a little bit suspect on how he was staring at me in that picture. One guy was a catfish. The other person just sent a picture from like about 40 yards away. You know? Trade with Monty. This is called entertainment, my friend. We've already taken our trades. Now we're in the entertainment phase. Yeah, you want to see my Tinder pic, Monty? So now people are roasting me because Monty knows how my IG got. I can't find the picture again. But Monty knows how my IG got deleted, so all my pictures vanished, and everybody wants me to get some trading with Paul Rose. Right? So now people are submitting their pictures to me as we count down this stream and just roast each other. You know, it's a trading pit. I know you guys over there on your stream, you're very polite with each other, very pish posh, have a little bit of tea, stare at a little bit of the GJ. But over here, this is the lion's den. Anybody can catch it. People sending their guns in here. This is a dangerous place. This is a CH member. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. I don't know who that was though, so don't take that. If that was somebody bad, I apologize if that. I apologize if that caused anybody some offense. Yeah, you know what I mean? How you gonna? That was my Tinder pic. Obviously, I can't let my girlfriend see that. She'll get pissed. We got some World Health Organization headlines as well. If we all do our share, COVID lockdowns are avoidable. They're trying to bring some short-term optimism. World Health Organization Europe head. We have seen the negative effect of easing lockdown measures too quickly. Man said I photoshopped my head. That picture was probably taken like last month. Take care, bro. Take care, Monty. Someone said this is me yesterday. Yeah, who doesn't say anything? They just say random shit. Oh, you said my arms look like they're filled with silicone? Not even. Drua, if you got the balls, I'll give you a Capital Hungry membership if you send a picture of yourself. No, I won't. Put up 2 fingers to prove it's you. You won't do it. Cause I know you. I know it. I know you ain't confident in your looks. I can feel it off you. Oh man, who's this? Oh, this guy. This guy's a real picture. See, we got a regular hard-working man here, flexing his biceps. You need to work on your peak. You need to do some more concentration curls. But some nice size here, no homo. Everybody's sending flexes now. Gold playing around, new 4-hour candles. Asian session markets just closed. Let's just see how GJ reacts to 0.500 here. Nice size, no homo. I'm comfortable with my sexuality. I can say no homo whenever I please. Nice size, no homo. I only trade US 30. We look at global equities to understand investor behavior, especially and to help us with market sentiment analysis. But we personally have only called trades and trade US 30. The US 30 trades are from here. Tonight, they're from here for 200 points and from here. Damn, this guy got himself on an album cover. That's fly. Available on spot. Bro, don't try to shout your shit out on my stream. That's slick. That's slick. I gotta give you that. That's slick. Man said available on Spotify. Nah, I gotta give you that. Yo, that was slick. Man just gave himself a shout out. Oh shit, this dude's jacked. Nah, but not to be a dick, you're jacked, but you're about 5'4". But great physique. Quads looking amazing. But I know you wish you were taller. I could tell. I know the size of these machines, man. Who do we got here? Another man. Who's this? This is me. I work hard and eat a lot of lollipops. Could be a catfish. How come everybody that trades is working out, eh? Yo, US 30. If it breaks these lows, it's gonna continue down. Yeah, this better be a catfish, because otherwise my girlfriend's gonna be pissed. Oh, Jordan, a nice healthy physique. You look healthy. You look healthy. Not as cut, but you look healthy. Solid physique. You could up the weights here a bit on the shoulder press. I know it's for a picture, you know what I mean, but these are looking a little bit soft. But this is a solid natty physique. Oh shit, this guy's jacked. This guy's quite jacked. You're cycling though. What do you take? Tren? This looks like Tren. With these nice cap shoulders here. No homo. These are some nice round shoulders. This is Trenbolone. You eat Trenbolone sandwiches. Very nice physique though, regardless of the steroid use. It takes a lot of time and dedication to build a physique like that. Damn, someone said comments on my hairline. This is about one guy said you guys want to do natty or not, eh? I'm natty. I proved I don't look like I'm not natty. I look like a regular ass dude. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 6 head. That's a 6 head. That's too many. That's fibs. This when you have GJ come down to the 6th spot, this is the golden ratio fib on the 3rd forehead line. And then you can, if you get a support here, you can take buys up to the back of the skull. Oh man. Holy, this is funny. This is jokes. Cracking you up. This is Monica Holmes. It's not a catfish. She is an audience member. So any simps in the chat, this is Monica Holmes in the YouTube chat. Quite fit, nice physique. I can't comment too much on it because I got a girlfriend who watches this. Monica, you single? Very nice physique here. Great makeup talent, cute dog, solid picture. She's single too, fellas. She's probably only here for Capital Hungry though, so sorry about that. No, I'm kidding. Okay, bro, everyone knows that. Oh man, YouTube chat's hilarious. We're gonna have fun time streaming. Someone said natural or no? You know what? You're natural. If you have a really dedicated physique and you've been training for years, this looks like you've done steroids in the past. You've maybe done a cycle in the past, maybe years and years ago. But other than that, you look natural. This is a solid natural physique. You look like you're wired on pre-workout here. You're about to get ready to take a gold trade. Nice chest striations, no homo. Man, we got a better fitness stream than Paul already. Come on. Oh, Monica. Whoa, matchmaking. Hey, Dimitri, Monica wants to know if you're single. Oh my god, this is a trading stream. This is a fitness stream. Now we're doing matchmaking. Monica over here, I don't know where she's from. She likes Dimitri over here. So, you know, you guys talk to each other. Capital dating, capital fitness, capital hungry. Amazing. Oh man. Yeah, this is steroid use. You know how you can tell it's steroid use? Because this man's only in his 20s, but it's causing excessive aging. You know what I mean? And honestly, for steroids, you could look a lot better. Paul is younger than me. Paul is younger than me, so for somebody who's younger than me, this is quite excessive aging due to very very heavy steroid use. Yo, Daniel, don't worry, bro. Even I got roasted at the start already. I showed my picture got roasted. Somebody said your picture. We had to put the 618 Fibonacci on your head. Now we're just going through it. No harm, no foul. Shout outs to Daniel Savage, who said he enjoys the Capital Hungry streams. Now it's the end of the stream. We're just in entertainment mode. We're also doing matchmaking here. See this girl, Monica Holmes? She's trying to hook up with Dimitri over here. Oh, Dimitri's not single. Oh, Dimitri, are you single? He left. He got shy. Right? Oh, Dimitri is single. Are you from the UK, Dimitri? He's in Dubai. Monica, you gotta go to Dubai. Maybe he'll fly you out, you know? Maybe he'll fly you out. God damn, bro, you asking for a fucking roasting right now? Nah, you don't. You look like a nice guy. Look like a nice guy. You still got the fucking. You gotta do some analysis here. All right. Awkward hand placement, so I can tell that you have low self-esteem. Right. When we come over here, you don't really know. You don't really know what to do with your hands here. So you got low self-esteem over here. The tag's still on over here, my boy. All right. And you're trying to use the phone to also cover a bit of your face here. Just be confident in yourself. You know what I mean? There's a little bit of extra Indian food right here. But other than that, just if you straighten up your posture, you know what I mean? Stand tall, stand strong. Then you know what I mean? You can just raise your confidence. I know your belly button's about like right here maybe. So I see what's going on there. But other than that, nice confidence there. Yeah. Monica, you gotta go to Dubai. Damn. Someone send the Sean Lee meth pics. Alex, quote them again. You guys want to see a before and after meth? They're somewhere here. You guys want to see a before and after meth shot? This guy started trading, eh? Someone quote those again. We gotta find them. They're just sending it in the banter chat now. A lot of trades here. Damn, that's tough. That's tough. Dude. That's a tough transformation. That's crazy. Damn, someone put him as the zombies in Walking Dead. Holy. Forgot about that one. Yo, who am I? Yo, UK man's in the chat. Who's seen Top Boy? Who's seen Top Boy? Come on, if you're from the UK, you for sure seen Top Boy. Everybody should have seen the show Top Boy overall. Someone said he's one of the crackheads on Top Boy. That's tough. All right, bro. I don't want to see your benching video now. I'm not advertising your bench for you. All right, let's just look at it. Might as well. Shout out to this man. It's the worst cameraman. This is the worst camera angle ever. Nice bench. All right, that's enough. That's enough of that. All right, let's go back to the charts to see what's going on here. So the US 30 sells ran great from the initial sell point, 29,480. Then the safe sells below 29,400. Even that ran for 150 points. We're still respecting this lower time frame bearish market structure. We are starting to notice some sellers exhaustion at these minor low points here, but coming towards pre-New York, you can see that our order block is being formed from these highs and lows. If we continue to respect this bearish structure, we'll just you can extend those trades and wait for the next impulse to move to the downside. If we break above these 1 minute highs in this minor bearish structure, it's best to secure your positions like the runners you have and not risk price going back to entry. Gold initial sell plays from the start of the stream ran for 80 pips. Great reaction at our higher time frame historical price point, key level 1855. Came right back to retest the bear structure after playing around for a bit and grabbing liquidity around this order block area. And then once we had the break and retest below these candle body lows, is running back down. GJ playing around between these previous highs and lows. We already capitalized on these 20 pips sells before, as well as the GU sells, which are still active for about 21 pips. Damn, EU also dipped just a bit lower to create a new minor low for now. The higher risk sells called from the start of the stream are still running if you have risk-free runners for 30 pips. The safer entries, 20 pips right there that we're looking for the below key level retest. Yeah, that's about it. When we look at some of the headlines to the left side of the screen here, just some headlines regarding COVID vaccine, but they're not really saying anything too significant. Yeah, good stream. This was capital dating, capital hungry, capital fitness tonight. Fuck. Oh, I think we did it all tonight. No? Coming towards 5:30 a.m. Eastern, I am going to be ending the stream here. All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Capital Comedy as well. Appreciate all the brave souls who submitted their pictures. Yeah, we'll be doing this more often, so don't worry about that. All right? Till next time. Thank you guys for watching. All jokes aside, this is just a trading pit. It's like a trading floor. We can fuck around and roast each other, but as long as we provide value and help each other make money, that's all that really matters when we're trading these markets. Protecting our capital, watching our risk management, understanding this is a game of numbers and probability, staying as emotionally neutral as possible, and then, yeah, being able to laugh and also relax as we're making money, as we're breaking down the markets. Through this, you get the potential to earn some money through the different trade ideas. You get to increase your chart hours as we break down different fundamental and technical concepts as well, increase your knowledge. Don't forget some of the key fundamental points that we use in our favor overnight that could still possibly run through New York if we have those vaccine talks fade out and continued negativity through North American markets when you're observing equities. The economic events, we used ECB President Lagarde to help further push down our Euro USD sells alongside price action and market structure, right? And then if you're trading New York, there is US data at 8:30 a.m. Eastern and also at 10 a.m. Eastern. Keep that in mind that if you're in the US 30 sells and that data is solid during the day and brings short-term optimism, US 30 will go up. So just keep that in mind, of course. your stream reminders if you want to get in contact, follow the free resources. We got another picture here. Stream's coming to an end. Yeah, you're gonna stop sending pictures now. You're gonna my girlfriend's gonna get pissed for no reason. I'm not trying to get in a, I'm not trying to argue for no reason, you know. Girlfriends already look for every reason to argue. So, stream reminders there. Your mental reminders if you guys have already earned money. Make sure to stay smart, stay emotionally neutral, and thank you all for watching. I will see you all next time.